Welcome, Sketchbook Heroes. We have quite a journey today, exciting journey, exciting drawings, and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do things just a little different today, and you'll see how we're going to do that. Like this, where I'm just going to show, I'm not going to show all the drawings. Actually, I'm going to show them like this, and we're going to just jump into it. So these are the drawings we're going to do tonight. We're going to start off with these simple stick figures. We're going to jump to this character. And then we're going to choose from one of these two superheroes and then do this one. And then we'll choose again from one of these two superheroes and then the Panther and maybe our little Hulk that was done with AI. I can tell this is done with AI. So yeah, we'll get to choose. And these are the drawings we're going to do tonight. So if you don't like them, well, you need to post your drawings, post what you like. So, you know, these are posted. So, you know, we only have one person that's posting. So post your drawings that you like and that you're having challenge or trouble with. We'll get to them and show you how I would draw them. How would I break them down? So let's get started. Here we go with this one. So this is like we start off looking for the biggest shapes, but here we have a face and that's a unit. And we need to figure out the rest of it. So we see the circle. Let's get our circle. We've been doing this for a while, so I'm gonna be eventually cutting all of the beginning stuff out eventually. So once I get my website going. So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but as soon as it does, all this beginning stuff is gonna go away. And then we'll go to intermediate and maybe who knows what else. So no, we didn't do this. Somebody asked if we'd done this already. So we have a circle for the head. It's not an exact circle, but it's really close. What makes it different? How's it things the same, different? I think, I don't know. It's pretty close. I think there's a little bit of a pull right here, but it's really close to a perfect circle. So you can see that that's our one. If we bring that up, you can see half of a circle is where that sword kind of starts up here. Notice where that goes up there. So that's half a circle up. If we bring that out, that sword comes out a little bit further than a circle. We're using that circle as our unit, as our guide. You can see it comes out here less than a circle. Actually, why don't we go ahead and post some more circles on here? Let's see, let's get exact circle size. I wish I could copy paste, but yeah. All right, there we go. There's one, another one. I don't know if we go out this way, you can see now that's good. Let's see. This helps with accuracy. And we use Wrap to Draw. We have 49 people, I think, signed up for tonight, and we have 11 new people. So if you're new, welcome. We start off simple, and then we go a little more complex. We draw things that you post. So post stuff, post your drawings. We have 3 circles going sideways and a half circle up. I don't know if you can see it there, and then see it over here. I can see how that fits in there. I don't know how many I'm going to keep. Well, I can just do that. Here we go. Here's another one. Let's do a couple more circles. All right, since we're here. If you're absolutely new, absolutely brand new, everything's made up of shapes. Everything you see, even the complex drawings, just shapes. And we use Wrap to Draw. I use the way of drawing. It's called Wrap to Draw. You look at ratios, which is the height compared to the width. And the width is 3 circles here. And the height of this character is 3. There's our square. And then right where that foot is, that would be 4. So the width is 3 and the height is 4. So that's a ratio. And we have angles. Look at that angle there. Angles. And then the P's stand for proportions and placement. So proportions is how big something is compared to something else, and that's what we're doing here, proportions. And Wrap to Draw, yes, all that'll be together. If you haven't seen our other videos, go through the lessons. You have to almost practice each one to kind of get the hang of it. All right, here we go. One more circle, and then I'll post it, and then we'll draw it. I think we might draw it pretty quick. I think we've been doing these for a while already. If it's too simple, hang in there. Practice your circles, practice drawing. This is for the absolute beginner, so we're pretty close to a beginner. So don't get intimidated. Let's see, that circle's bigger. That's around there. It doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exact. This you see how it's off a little bit, but you can see it's about 4 circles by 3 circles. There we go. Let's do that. All right. Where's my chat? Oh, something in the chat. Well, obviously, people won't post because they don't like my postings. What? Maybe because they love your postings, they trust you. But multiple posters are good, so the pictures are not through the prism of just one person. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but that's all good. It's all good. Maybe they don't know or they're afraid. But you see, that's the thing. Become a warrior. Become a you know. Don't. You got to step outside your comfort zone and say, "Hey, this is what I want. What do you want? What do you see?" Asking these questions. All right, there we go. Let's do this. And I love it. I love it. The interaction. All right, here we go. Let's do this. All right. Let's draw my upside down. Upside down. Here we go. Stop sharing. All right, so let's do this pretty quickly. I already know I need a 3x4 kind of space, a little 4.5. So let's start off with that circle right in the middle, kind of right there. See a scribble of a circle. And then we're going to go with another circle below it. And you can actually use guidelines too. You can use guidelines to help get the circles kind of to be the same size. There's another circle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, saw The Voice yesterday. That was really good. That was really good. I went to see The Voice, the taping. John Legend was there. Oh, the two country singers. Oof, their names. Shoot. I kept yelling their names. Dan and Shay, that's their names. Dan and Shay was there. And Chance was there. And Reba McEntire. Reba, yeah, they were at The Voice. We were there till 8 watching the tapings. Notice how I'm adjusting. I'm just scribbling things in. I kind of know where the proportions are. So, I mean, I'm just trying to adjust my proportions. My 3 by 4, actually. It's by 4, that's right. 4.5. So if I go another circle up here and then cut that in half, that's how tall it's going to be. And that's how everything's going to fit. It doesn't fit on my camera, but there it is. All right, so here we go. Let's start off with that face. We have that circle. Oh, I didn't break this one in half. I didn't break this one, but yeah, I can visually see that the eyes are over here somewhere. So I'm going to break this into fourths. This is where our face is. The fourths. I know these eyes are at a slight angle. Notice that angle. There's a slight angle to both eyes. If you were to do, I haven't talked about the axis lines of shapes, but these are the axis lines. Even though I'm breaking it in half, it's kind of like the axis lines, the axis, like on the Earth, spinning. So I would say they're on this center line, like most faces. And if I break this side in half, to give you reference points, like right in the middle, the eyes are in this half, on this half of this fourths. If I break this into fourths, half, half, half. And if you use fractions, it gets accurate. You get a little more accurate. Here we go. You can see that slight angle for both eyes. If I were to put an axis line on that too, and how big they are, well, you kind of have to almost get a feel for it, because I can break this down as well this way into fourths. I guess it would probably be. It looks like let's go half. Well, it's less. It's not quite a fourth. It's less. It's whatever that fraction is. Well, actually, it is a fourth here, but it's on the middle. That's what it is. Yeah, these are probably a quarter of the size of this length. And is one bigger? Yeah, the one on the left is a little bigger. Usually the one closer to you is a little bit bigger, and I kind of did that automatically. Just getting that angle, a slight angle of those two little ovals for the eyes in there in that spot. And then they've got the serious look, the eyebrows. The eyebrows give you a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion. And we're going to put those little eyebrows in there like that. There we go. And then we got the mouth. The mouth comes in right in here, right around, it's not at 3 o'clock. We have 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We have 3, 4, and 5. So it's like at 4:30, I would say 4:30. Yeah, right in there, 4:30, right between 3 and 6. And then it goes up at an angle, kind of smiling, an angry smile, like, haha, revenge is mine. Okay, that's it. There it is. There's that. And let's go with that circle head. Here we go. Let's go a little bit darker all the way around. Oops. Wrap to draw, ratios, angles. And once we have the the course up, it's going to be, I'm guaranteeing the fastest way to learn how to draw. It really is. I've studied and I've looked at other books and courses. I mean, you get what you put into it. You have to really practice your drawing. It really is practicing. And but if you go through the course, it'll really help you understand the concepts, help you understand drawing, and give you a really good start at drawing. That's what we're gonna do. There's the head. And then the hair, it's not at 12 o'clock. It's not at 3 o'clock. It's, I would say this one hair is like probably right there at, let's see, 1, 2, 2:30. 2:30. You have the one hair, probably, oh, I changed the angle. And then you have the other one above it, probably at 1 or 2, right in there. 2 little hairs. And I think I did change the angle. Ooh, the angle's off, but that's okay. I'm doing my best. Even though it's wrong, I know. I mean, I can sit there and really shoot for accuracy, but it doesn't always, it's what's more important is the process, the practice, the process and the practice and the patience and the persistence. That's more important. All right, here we go. So we've got this other circle over here, and this is where the arm is going to be. The arm, kind of like if we break this into fourths again, it's going to be the elbow is probably right in that part of that that circle. That's where that elbow is. You see, I broke it into fourths. That's where that elbow is going to be. And then it's going to, we have the neck over here coming down. And this is the whole body. I just posted a video in our Sketchbook Warrior Facebook group on gesture drawing. And this is kind of like the gesture. This is the flow of the whole body. It's not the detail and everything. It's not quite drawing stick figures, but you're getting the flow of the line, the feel of the big shapes. And that's more important than all the detail, because you can get caught up in the detail. Anyways, here's a foot, and the foot's about oh, it's actually probably a little bit lower and smaller. That's okay. All right, here we go. Let's bring that up. It's cutting through those circles. I'm just already going. This is the main body. This is probably where all the weight of this body is, right in there, onto this foot right here, to the toe. It's up, and it's like this teardrop shape. There's it with that one, and then we've got right here, anatomic middle. See, we have 2 up there, 2 below. This is actually going pretty close to the anatomy of an actual person. This stick figure, that's where the anatomic middle is. Actually, probably a little high, but it goes from here below this second circle, and then it's going to go up at this angle, right about there. This leg is up at that angle. Notice that there's a slight bow, a really slight little curve on this whole body line. Then you've got this line going up, this leg, that knee. Then it comes almost straight down to another foot, like right in here, right in there, like right in the middle of that, the bottom of that second to last circle, right in there. There we go. Even though it's stick figures, it's still just, proportions, seeing how everything fits. Once you understand these concepts, you can get to harder drawings, and you'll see how we're using the same thing all night. We will use the same thing all night. All right, see where this other hand is? Right below. It's right about here. I can see this circle, and it's like if I break that one in half, it's like it's not all the way at the end. It's like right there at that fourth. It's right about here. See, I'm locating that position. That's one of the P's that I added in wrap to draw, because you can have the proportions, but the position, the placement could be wrong. All right, so we got to get help with that position and placement. That's and wrap. Basically, I came up with wrap because that's where most of my students were struggling with their drawing. They were struggling with ratios, the angles, the proportions, and the placement. And of course, the ultimate in angles is perspective. That's somebody's been studying here, perspective. You want to do 1-point perspective to start, and you can take that pretty far, like we have one student that did. All right, earlier before we started. All right, so I got my elbow and to the hand, and I kind of just talk to the hand all the way over. 2 points to make a line. There's our 2 points, and I just connected them. The hand, the bottom, and just got that angle all the way over. There it is. There's the our figure just about. There's an elbow. This is the elbow, so we still need to draw the other hand. And here he's doing that that pose. And this is really interesting. It's almost like an extended teardrop. Like that's what that kind of looks like to me, and maybe a little bit wider. So if you notice these angles, look at that. That's what's kind of happening there. If I exaggerate it a little bit, see, it's all these shapes, and the more you practice drawing these shapes, it's really just getting a circle and just like smearing it, and it's like, oh, that's what it looks like, right? And then you're drawing it. Like here, there's a slight angle to it. This axis line. If I was to find the axis line of that foot, I just did it automatically without explaining it. And here we go. All right, let's finish this up. So I got this hand in the top part to do, and I remember as I didn't put it in the guide, but in the top circle, that whole hand and holding the sword is right about there, right about there. I remember it being inside that circle. All right, so how are we going to do this? Well, let's start with being inside that circle and knowing that the middle of the circle's top circle is the top of the sword. So the middle of the top circle is the top of the sword. If we get this measurement here and bring that up, it's, yeah, there it is, right about there. Bring it over. Let's get that hand first. So that hand, I'm going to put it right there. There's that hand. And then bring that hand up. There's actually probably a little bit more of an angle. I almost put it straight up. It's almost straight up. There's a slight angle. It does kind of go forward a little bit. There we go. Criticism is welcome. You got to grow a thick skin for criticism, because criticism can kill creativity if you let it. And I know we had people show their work, and that's awesome. That's so awesome. It just takes one person to I don't know. It's when people aren't when you're learning, it's like, you know, I don't know, they can be, I don't know what it is about humans them humans. they I don't know. Oh my gosh, some of the comments, if you look at videos and look at, oh my gosh, I've been getting these, they're not tweets anymore, these X's, and I've had enough of X's. But they all live in Texas. But yeah, that's I don't know, the comments are just, oh my gosh. I just read the first comment because sometimes it's like really funny or just like way out there. I'm like, oh no, gosh. All right, here we go. We got the hand, we got the handle of the sword. We're trying to get a handle of that, and then there's this this oval part. It's not really, it's kind of looks like a foot almost. It's like an oval, but then it's got a squeeze in it. There's like a squeeze. It looks more like a foot, kind of like a foot that goes right there. That's that part. That it's kind of like in a swordsman. It's helps if you're in a sword fight to kind of, another sword doesn't cut your hand. That's what that is. Now the sword does cut into this shape, so I kind of did draw it. The sword kind of goes in. You can erase in there. I kind of went dark already, but the sword. Here we go. Let's do this. There's 3 parts to the sword. The top of the sword, which is pretty straight. There's a slight bend to it, and I can see it kind of comes out pretty far. How far? Oh yeah, it goes out further than our 3 circles, but close to the end there. Close to the end, there's a slight little bend, and then it does change angle. It does change angle to go out. Like this is what gives this sword the thickness. So you got to watch this angle. Got to watch this angle and how thick this sword is going to be. So this angle kind of gives it that thickness. And then this last line is kind of tapers. So it gets thinner and it gets thicker. So as you draw this last line, you have to watch and almost actually even imagine it. Let's see right in there. There's a slight bend in it too. But it's right in there, and I can draw it lightly if you're not comfortable. Build your confidence as a warrior. Get into training here, draw lightly, and then you see it, and then like, oh, okay, cool. I drew it. I'm going to put a little more bend in it as I draw it. a little bit, bring it up slightly, and then bring it down. Boom, right there. There it is. Now I can go darker again, picking up that line. And there's our warrior. Our warrior. Here's our warrior. Yep, sketchbook warriors and sketchbook heroes. There we go. That's it. So if you help other people, if you show your work, you are a hero because you inspire others. And if you're at it and just battling these drawings, hey, you're a warrior. Coming in, taking on these challenges. Oh, there we go. There's our first drawing of the night. And there we go. Hangman just got a lot more interesting. Not a criticism. Hope you're not referring to me. It is like doing his sword. It is like doing his sword combat. Yeah, he's doing sword combat. Wow, watch out. All right, let's go to our next drawing. Woo, we got 20 people here tonight. Let's share my screen. Go to the next one. Another easy, simple one. I wouldn't say easy. It's hard. It's hard if you don't know. It's hard. Everything's hard if you don't know. And there's our warrior and our super. Okay, I get it. I get it. Thank you, Alan. Our warrior and our hero. It's just dawning on me. That's what we're doing tonight. Warriors and heroes. All right. Look for our Facebook group. All right. This one's going sideways. And am I sharing my screen? Yes, I am. All right, let's do this one a little quicker. Thank you for joining us. I see more people, more people. All right, so the head is kind of a circle. There's a little bit of a push here. And the quality of line, too, is interesting. It goes thicker and thinner on the sides there. That's interesting. All right. The drawings will get a little more difficult if you're new tonight. If it's too simple, that's okay. You should show still, you don't have to draw what we're drawing. You always want to find your own challenge, find where you're at. Okay, you can see the mouth is really close to the middle. It goes below the middle. If I break this into fourths, and the whole face is in this top quadrant. I really didn't talk about that. But if we break that face into fourths, use the fourths, you can see the whole face is in that fourths, that area right there, that top fourths. Notice the angle. Yeah, this eye is bigger. I can put an axis line on this eye. Notice that axis line. The axis line, seeing the axis lines help, right? That angle there. And then if you see the top and the bottom of the eyes, you can see that the one eye is bigger and one eye is a little bit smaller. Now that's a lot of lines. A lot of lines can confuse you. So I'm going to take those out, but you should be able to, you should see that. You should see that. I'm going to take those out right now. Boom, boom, boom. But notice how it fits in there. These are things that I look for. All right, here we go. Let's use some more circles. And here we go. All right, let's see. So this is our unit, and we're using that to get our proportions. And this is what the artists and animators do. The animators do use this. There's one circle there. The arm goes out, and the elbow right there. Look at right at the bottom of that head. Boom, that's really good. Let's get some more circles in there. Try to get them all to be the same size. I wish I could copy and paste. That would be one of my complaints, pet peeves, to Zoom. Zoom people, if you're out there. All right, here we go. There's another circle right in there. And we got all this out there coming out this way. Let's get some more circles. Bam, bam, bam. Practice your drawing if I'm going too slow. If I'm going too fast, I'm trying to go at a good speed. But if I am going too fast, let me know. I can slow down, repeat stuff. This is live. Thank you for joining us. We got 2 circles here. Yeah, put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. I'll read the chat and say, hey, is it like, okay, see, that was an old comment right there. Wait, let's see. Yep, here we go. Oh, let me get my head together. Here we go. Bam. All right, let's move it. You got to move it. There it is. Three circles that way. And then one more circle down. I think that's ought to kind of do it. I like that you put in the chat, somebody put smiling or laughing one on the comment. Interactions. Good, good, good. Yeah, we were talking about me and my roommate here. We're talking about codependent and well, different kinds of, because yeah, we were independent. We were independent. I grew up being independent, but you know, if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. If you want to go far, you go in a group. That's an old African proverb. All right, we got a lot of stuff happening in here. Kind of, hopefully it doesn't get too confusing, but it is like 3x2, 3x2. If I were to kind of go out that way, I can see this. Let me see, put this over here too as well. I can see those feet in there. Actually, that probably helps better. I'll do one more circle and we'll get started on this. Get started on this one. There's a lot going on. This one's a little more complex. Like I said, we go from simple to complex in our drawings. So hang in there and feel free to join us or leave us at any time. You got to be the owner of your learning. Don't play the blame. Don't play the blame game where you say, oh, because of this, because of that. You got to take ownership. All right, cool. Here we go. There's our drawing for tonight. Try to go a little faster too. Yes, it takes a village. Pearl's here. She made it. Thank gosh. Thank. All right, here we go. Hi, I love you and everyone. Hi, Pearl. You made it. Oh man, sorry you've been struggling, but the struggle is real, right? The struggle is real. It shows yeah, on my phone. Oh, okay. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Sketch Man. It's Sketch Ma'am. Here we go. Focus. That's the whole thing. Focus. It's important to focus. Notice there's probably another circle here with all these little airlines going and little airlines up there. So I don't know. There we go. Focus. Yeah, it's important. Drawing helps with focus. Yeah. Especially there we go, when we get going with our drawings. So here we go. Let's jump into this. Let me take a look. I've been getting some messages. I should turn that off too. We're busy here. There we go. I don't know what that is. Sending me stuff.
Let's be honest.
Let's
Getting dressed in the morning sucks.
What time did she send that?
Look at this shirt.
It's been 3 weeks.
See it later. All right, I got a blue pencil all of a sudden. Here we go. We're gonna get okay. So I'm gonna say we need 3 circles right about in here. I'm gonna see. I'm actually even using a square. That you know, these are rectangle because I need 3 circles. 2 by 3. And then I'm gonna have my head right about there. Then I have the hand right about over here. See how I block that in? This is a 2 by 3 kind of ratio. This block right here. If I 2 by 3, you can see that's why you got to get good at ratios. That's what that is right there. It's 2 by 3, 2 high by 3 wide, 2 by 3 rectangle. That's the space we're gonna need. And then we've got the head that's going to be above that, which is about the size of that circle there. See, and it doesn't have to be exact. I'm just gonna put it all together like that. That should help. All right, so here's my head. Let's get our head together first. Actually, well, we got a nice blue. We can draw everything kind of lightly with the circles first, kind of like our guide there. Well, I kind of know where everything's at now. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then if we follow our picture, it's 1, 2. This is going to help with the placement of everything. Let's go with our pencil now. Let's start with the head. Here we go. Are you using the pencil? Now I got a purple pencil. Let's see. What are we going to use? All right, we're going to go with this Oreo pencil. All right, so we're going to start with the head. I already have my placement. I already see how it's going to fit on my whole paper. So it's going to fit well. Let's see. Let's do this. Get our head. We broke this into fourths. Let's do that with blue again. Fourths. There we go. There's our fourths. Break it into fourths. Seeing the parts in the whole, seeing the shapes, seeing the big shapes, and then being able to see the parts in the whole, and the whole in the parts. There we go. That's it. There's our circle. Bam. There's our circle. And notice how it's thicker here in some areas, thicker there, thicker in the front. So if you want to try to, you can actually even fix things. or mess them up more by trying to get that thickness. But that line is a nice thick line, the quality of line. All right, here we go. Then we've got the smile that kind of crosses this line. It kind of comes down to that middle point, so that it's a smile that's kind of going down. So it comes from up here. Let's zoom in so you can see what we're talking about. Zoom in. Here's our circle. It starts from up here and then it goes down. There it is. That's it. Practice, practice, practice. It's all about the practice. I can probably bring that smile up a little more. Bring it up a little more. I'm gonna put a little more curve into it. My back into it. There it is. Then we got our eyes. Those are gonna be, I can get the angle. There's the angles. There's one right there, and then the other one right there, a little bit smaller, a little bit further back. Right in there. Oops. That's good. That's good enough. It's good enough for government work right there. Bam. And then we got the eyebrows, kind of like looking humble. And our hero has a hero's complex. All right, there we go. That is a thing, I think. Trying to help too many people. All right, here we go. So what was it? I saw a cartoon once of Superman, and he was applying at I don't know, I think it was a preschool. They were looking for somebody with supervision to do supervision or something like that. Yeah, it was funny. It was a funny cartoon. It's a comic strip or whatever it was. It was not really a strip. It was just a cartoon. All right, my hair is not coming along tonight, but it's good enough. It should be a little bit curvier. I kind of made it stick out and kind of go around. It's all good. All right, let's go to the next one. Next part of this is superhero. All right, so the body line. So we've got the neck. Let's see, the neck is going to be not at 6 o'clock, not right below. It's going to be over a little bit, right about there. So not at 6 o'clock, a little bit to the left of 6. And then we're going to shoot down 2 points to make a line. Our second point is, I think, let me see. Let me make this picture bigger. Here we go. Our second point is somewhere hidden in here in this part of our circle, right about there, I would say. Yeah, there. So it's on the circle right about there. So we have 2 points that make a line. See where those 2 points are. We're going to go from there to here, and then it comes down to here. The knee is right about here, and the end of that foot is somewhere back here, and those are the 3 points we're looking for, because we have one line here, one line there. This is the leg, and then you have the body, and those are the 3 points or 4 points if we count the neck. So here we go. Let's get those points together. Once you see the points, look at it. It's really easy. Boom. 2 points to make a line. Here's our next one right there. This kind of goes together, the neck and the body and this leg and this bottom leg. This one does change angle. You can see how it kind of relates to the circles. That's the body, that's the leg. There it is, that's it. Bam. All right, from here we're gonna go up a little bit for that knee. Up from this point up to that point, you can get the angle. Then it comes back down to the space here, and then attach. I think the actual foot is probably back in here. I'm feeling that my circle is a little small. Now, you know, they're just guides. It's just guides. It's kind of like a recipe. Sometimes you want to follow the recipe really tight, and sometimes you want to change it up a little bit. But the recipe's there like a guide, right? And that's what these circles are, these training wheels. And if it's off a little bit, yeah, mine probably is off a little bit. But that's good enough. Good enough, good enough. Yeah, you want to practice accuracy, but not get all caught up if it doesn't make it. Sometimes we can stress ourselves out. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get that cape on there. Oh, no, let's get that other arm. There's another arm in here. Arm. So all we need is this point here. So there's another arm from the neck right in there, right below to this point, and then down between these 2 circles. That's where the hand is. Between these 2 circles, there's a hand right in there, and at the end of that hand is our other point that we need. So there's our 3 points for the arm, 1, 2, and then the other point for that top of that arm. There we go, like that. I think so. That's it. There's our arm. Bam, just like that. And just like that. We have our hero. We just finished our warrior. Here's our hero. I don't know who did where do you get these from? Stick figure illustrations. What is it called? Figure illustration of successful man. He's successful. All right. Superman. All right, so this is interesting. This is like a tapered tail. Tapered yeah, this is really interesting because the flow of this cape, and it gets wider as it gets bigger. I mean, it's like a triangle, pretty much. It's like a triangle. If you were just to draw a triangle on it, that would get really good, but it's going up and down, and it tapers, which means it gets smaller as it goes up. So that's going to be a challenge. I kind of drew it like a triangle there, but it kind of goes over. You draw the bottom line first because it's going around this arm. It kind of goes, shoots over, comes down. Right inside this back circle, it goes up and down, and then out like that, like right in there, just like that. Whoa. Try to get the flow of that line. See that inside this back circle, it cuts into it. Maybe it went a little bit too high, like right in there, but just try to get that flow of that cape, like right from where it's right at on the neck, comes down, flows up, down, and then out, and then down. Yes, yes, yes. If you have questions, put them in the chat. If you have, yes, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. We will be off next week. We'll be back the following week. We'll be taking days off here and there. But yeah, maybe one a month. We'll see. We shall see. All right, now I can see. Don't let the curves confuse you. If I'm looking at this point and the top point of that cape, and then just seeing that's still, that triangle still kind of there, because then here it goes up. Actually, probably still inside that top circle, but I'm just getting the feel of it. It's all right. It's gonna go up. I can go lightly, and then curves, and it kind of as it attaches here, it curves right onto that part right there. Yeah. So it's really long. Let's get that little curve of catching air. And then here it pinches out, and here's another like tapered tail right in there. Bam, that tapered tail. And you'll see it. You'll see these shapes over and over. And like, oh, I've seen that before. I can draw that. Bam. And it becomes less intimidating. You take on challenges that are bigger and better and scarier, right? The more you practice, you're like, okay, I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try that one. Get out of your comfort zone. There we go. There's that cape. Not too shabby. Shade it in if you want. And it's got a lot of lines in it. I'm not going to worry about them. But it's a good shade practice. Get some pencil control. And there, look at that. Some pencil control. Bam, 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 bam. Practice that. Practice that. Look at that. Wow. How'd you do that? And practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice. All right, here we go. It's all about the practice. The more you practice, the more you progress. People say practice makes perfect, and perfect practice. But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing of perfection is can stumble if you're trying to make it perfect. It's about progress. It's about, doing better. And it's about practice, actually, more than anything. Just practicing and just doing it. Boom, just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be. But you should aim like for something. Try to aim for accuracy. All right. Oh, the other arm. Forgot about the other arm. All right. So the other arm goes in that other circle. It's right next to it. Same size. Right there. It goes from the neck out to, right where it hits that circle. That circle, not at 6 o'clock. That circle. It's probably about 7:30. Right in there. That's good enough. And I can also use the distance here, seeing the distance from our head to that point, because it's really just this point that I'm looking for at that point right there. That looks pretty good. And that angle, see, right in there. We got that upper arm. Now the lower arm, which is up, to confuse the matters more, is at that angle, and then it goes outside our circle. That's where that hand is, right up there. Right up there. Try for Mary Poppins. Practically perfect. Mary Poppins. I remember seeing that movie as a kid. I was like, wow, I was blown away. Wow. Mary Poppins. I don't know, I was really young when that, I don't know if I got to see when it came out, what year it came out. Or if somebody can put that in the chat, what year did Mary Poppins? I don't have my Google's not working. I have to hook it up again. I easily ask Google, hey Google, when did Mary Poppins come out? But when was it released? All right, probably 70s. If it is, then yeah, I was like, whoa. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. All right, there it is. Congratulate yourself, you made it. Let's do our next drawing. We got 20 people here and gotta have dinner tonight right now. All right, Joshua, thanks for joining us. The video will be up tomorrow. So go to absolutebeginner.org and you'll see the video if you miss it, if you want to catch it. Here we go. Oh, we got some superheroes. I know you like superheroes, so sorry to hear that. Here we go. We'll draw this. We're going to draw this one pretty quick. It's actually not too shabby. Draw that one. Then we get to choose. We get to choose between this one or this one. One of our superheroes. We're not going to do both. We'll choose one. So put it in the chat which one you'd like to draw. And there we go. We're going to draw this one. This one I'm going to draw pretty quickly. I'm going to draw faster. We're going to pick up the speed. We're going to pick up the pace. And let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to draw this a little faster. Draw as many as you can, actually. That's good practice. It's really good practice to draw on your own. All right. Oh, I definitely see this big shape in here. It's an oval kind of shape. There's some angles to it. Let me see. There's like an oval shape here, though. Oh, there's that oval shape. More oval shape, please. There we go. But notice the ratio. It's not a perfect circle. Definitely, that's a definition of an oval. But you got to see the ratio. How wide is it compared to how tall is it? It's not that wide. That's where you need to practice your ratios. Practice seeing the ratios, because see, the eggs are ovals too. And if you look at the axis lines, that'll help put those in there too. The eggs are probably a little bit longer. I would probably say, I'm looking at the ratios, and I'd probably say they're about this. This is the ratio. Ooh, let's see how accurate I am. I'm going to hold down shift and make that smaller. Oh no, I made it into a circle. Huh, that's interesting. I thought I was going to make it, and I made it into a perfect circle. But you can see what a perfect circle looks like in there. Then you got another triangle, another circle in there. Let's get some angles in here so you can see what they look like. Oh, we got something in the chat. Mary Poppins, 1964 or 65. Wow. Yeah, this one is funny. Wow, so yeah, I must have seen it. I don't know where I saw it. It must have been a rebroadcast or maybe on TV. I don't know. I did see it when I was young, but I was born in that was before I was born. I'm old, but I'm not. Yeah, it's all how you feel, right? Oh, wrong line. I need a straight line. There we go. All right, so yeah, I do see kind of like a line in here. See this line right in there? Line in there. I see that too. If I can straighten that out. Another thing too, with drawing this, actually I can keep that one. I can see the relationship of the head. This is also for placement. See how it places by seeing the tip of that part and seeing the tip of this. I can kind of triangulate and almost even make a bigger shape, because there's all kinds of stuff happening here. And even that bottom looks like I can say that straight right there. I can actually even put another circle in here. So I'm actually studying this, and as you study this, you get faster. Right now it's might be going slow, but the more you kind of study something, the faster you get at doing it. I can see the circle shape in here, that head up that part, or I can make it smaller, make the circle smaller right in here. You can see how it fits there, that circle part, and then how it gets bigger and smaller. And this is complex, but it's look at that. Oh, that triangle shape right there, and then this triangle shape right there. That kind of helps, especially when you're learning. You want to see the straightness of it. The straight. Don't let the curves confuse you. Because the curves you can just easily just put, because this is mostly straight, right? Look at this neck. It's mostly straight. There is a taper on the inside of the neck, the actual neck. It's wider at the top and gets thinner as it comes down, but it's really slight. They're almost parallel. And then the curves, there's just a little bit of a curve here, just really slight right in there. And then another curve like right here, right at the end, but most of it's kind of straight. All right, there we go. Broke that down. Let's do one more comparison. Yeah, this one's funny. This one's cute. Boom, 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 boom. The head, the size of the head here. What is that circle shape? I don't know. Let me see. Try to make more comparisons. Is that, yeah, the hands, this hand right here, probably, yeah, there we go. That hand is probably the size of the head. And then over here, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll just do it. Just do it. When you don't know, just do it. I vote for Daffy Duck next. There's one vote for Daffy Duck. If nobody else votes, that's what we're getting. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, we're already getting votes for the next drawing. Daffy Duck. Despicable Daffy Duck. Here we go. Let's draw this dragon first. Knitting. Somebody's expecting. There she's expecting. She's knitting her own things. There we go. Let's do this. Stop sharing. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. This is a little different. This is a little bit different. With our drawing approach, our approach is going to be a little bit different. Well, I will start off with the oval. That oval is very prominent, the oval body. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's start off with the oval. I'm going to start off with the oval body. Oval body, oval body. The Oval Office.
Where's my pencil?
All right, here we go. A whole bunch of pencils here. We'll just get a new one. Let's get Ticonderogas. Oh, not sharpened. All right, take a second to sharpen my pencil. Oh, here's the blade. Yeah, somebody asked about sharpening with a blade. This is the other kind of blade, and I would hold it like this. I would pinch it. And I had one time somebody who actually pushed the blade the wrong way. So you don't want to do that. I would hold it like this, pinch it, and then with my thumb, see, this keeps the sharp side away from you. Then you hold your thumb and get a good grip here and keep it away, and then push away, and kind of that's a good way of safer way of using this blade to sharpen a pencil. Kind of push away, get the wood out. A better way to do it is to get one of these, and that's a little safer because you can put the blade away, and it's still the same thing, but you're pushing against this side, and just kind of whittling away at the pencil. There we go, to get to the lead, and then you can put a shape to your pencil if you wanted to, or use that to shade the little shavings to help shade your drawing. The graphite. All right, here we go. I'll go to the side. Here we go. Should we get a fresh sheet of paper there? The back side. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I didn't really see too much of a relationship, but we'll do it as we're drawing it. Here we go. Let's get that oval shape of the body. That oval shape of the body, and we're gonna lower it down here, and the top half is probably about as wide. I'm gonna do it here. It's about as wide as this circle, this oval is. So I didn't really talk about that, but I'm seeing those relationships now as I'm looking. I'm starting off with the body shape, and I'm looking at, and I'm using this and seeing that's about how high the head is from here to here. Bring that up. And that's my unit, and that's the top of the head. It's going to be up there somewhere, and I can probably, I can see the middle of this, and it's bring that up. The head is going to be over here. Let me see. I'm seeing this as a relationship now. I've got this oval here, this oval here, and I'm trying to figure out the placement of the head. That's the placement, and that's the P. So we're getting the ratios of our oval. There's our ratios. Height to the width. It's probably less than twice as wide. And the ratio twice as wide as it is tall. How wide is it? How tall is it? That's a good thing. And then I can see that the tail kind of comes out this way. This tail part comes out there. The leg right in here. I'm just doing it. I'm not breaking it down. I'm going really. I think I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna pick up the speed on this just to do it. There we go. But that tail, and it goes outside our picture. But I can get the flow of it, because it tapers, and I can get the feel of it, right? Just because it goes off the picture doesn't mean I need to draw just half of it. I can imagine there's enough information on what that tail is going to look like. It could come to a point, or I think she's a dragon, but yeah, it probably would not be like that. But yeah, we'll just do it like that for now. Feel free to put your own tail. Use your imagination. And this is interesting because these are parallel lines. As you draw one line, and then you should need to draw the other line parallel with thickness to it. And it's a furry dragon. So this is actually fur. There's detail to it, so you can actually put fur on it. I'm just gonna get that feel. So notice I'm just putting that fur dragon. He's a Furby right in there. And some shading. See, I see the line, then I break up the line with like this fur kind of shape. Same thing with his body. It does have that oval shape, but then it does come up here a little bit more. See, I'm bringing this up right in that edge. Bring that up and then down. I'll just get the shape. I'll put the hair in later. This elbow coming in here, right in here, this half comes down at that angle and then comes up through the body. And then the hand is going to be right about there. I'm not going to draw it all. I'm just going to block it in. Block it in there. And this other arm. Other arm coming up to that hand, that's going to be in that area right in there. I know how big it is. I'm just getting the feel of where it's going to kind of go. Then we've got the neck. Here we go, the neck right in here. The neck right in there, up to our head. Our head, I said the top is going to be up here, and I can let's get that circle right about in there. See, I use the middle of this circle, and I'm actually even seeing this up in here. I'm using this first oval shape to kind of get a placement of that top head, the head up here. And I know this comes out at an angle. If I did that guide, should probably be right about in here. Yeah, right about there. That's the head. I can see that duck shape, that circle, and then that quack quack with that cut off right in there. Noticing the thickness of that. I'm blocking it in really lightly. There's a curve, but I'm doing it really light until it's right. It does go thicker, like right in here. It goes thicker and then it goes thinner as it comes down. That looks pretty good right in there. Then the glasses, the eyes up in here. They're probably in there. Seeing the bottom of them, where the bottom would be. Then I'm seeing how it's attached. And then we've got, they're kind of like, let's zoom in. 1 vote for Daffy Duck so far. All right. And then we've got, yeah, the glasses. The glasses are a little challenging. There is overlapping how artists create space. So we've got the head and then this overlapping, what it is a circle and a triangle. So we got the circle, then we've got this triangle together to make this teardrop shape. And that's what those glasses kind of are. So you've got the circle and the triangle. It's a compound shape. This is a compound shape. You'll see these shapes. They're like, oh, wow, that's like a triangle and a circle. If we had a mama circle and a daddy triangle and they had a kid, this is what their kid would look like. Circle, triangle, the old Jack in the Box logo. Back years ago. Here we go. And you got to see the angle. Where's that angle? So that angle there is probably like that. That's the angle of that shape. And then the angle is there. Because then now all I need to do is do that circle. And then I can see that where that points at that place right in there. See how pointy it is. It's probably not that pointy. Right in there. There's one glass. And then the other one over here. Circle there. like attached, like they're touching. And then you've got that point kind of coming out right in there. Oh, probably not so big as well. I don't know. That's probably, hopefully not too complicated. It's just a circle with a point. See how big it is, see how they fit. And there's a thickness to those glasses, so let me thicken them up and fix them at the same time. Go in, go out, thicken them. Bam, bam, there it is. All right, there's the glasses. I'm happy with those glasses. They should be pretty close to the same size. Making mine a little smaller on the right side. That's okay. But yeah, here's my axis line too, and I changed the axis line a little bit as I was drawing it. But anyways, it's all good. Yeah, one's a little lower, one's a little higher. Yeah. Oh, did I get that? Yeah, I did. Slightly. And there's one eyeball right there on that axis line. And the other one, like at the bottom, right in there. The other eye. There it is. All right. There's our dragon. Dragon tails is dragging its tail. It's not dragging its tail. It's getting to work. All right. Let's draw that beak. Yeah, it's got all this hair up here. There's as I see it kind of wrap around here. Wraps around. There's hairs that are kind of going up. There's like two main hairs like right there, and then there's another hair. They're feathers, sorry, say hair. Didn't mean to offend you. Fine feathered friend. Here we go. There's, oops, let's put it a little lower so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting where the feathers are as sticks. Then when I draw, I can actually draw around there. But just by putting where the placement is going to be, where the feathers are going to be, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of going there, kind of going at that angle. And then as it comes out here, I mean, you've got all this texture, this hair. I mean, it's fun, but it does take some practice, kind of like, oh my God, it's a little intimidating at first. You're like, oh my God, what if I mess it up? It's all right, mess it up. That's how you have to break some eggs to bake a cake, right? You gotta, sometimes it doesn't turn out, but you gotta just do it, practice, get it, and get out of your comfort zone, make those mistakes. Like they say, there's about 1,000 bad drawings in you. Thing is to get to the good ones, you have to go through the bad ones. So yeah, it's all right. Don't get caught up in being perfect all the time. Perfectionism. Paralyzed by perfection. Been there, done that. Know it well. All right, here we go. All right, so there's my head. It's coming together. If I can get it in the shot. Here we go. All right, so there's a mouth comes out here, and it comes down. It comes down to a point. It's a little bit of a taper right in here. This is a little bit of practice that you're gonna have to do, and attach that nose at that angle there, that snout, a little bit of a smile. She knows she's looking ahead. Oh, I came up with a really good poem. Oh my gosh, it's actually pretty wild poem. I'll say it in a minute because this kind of relates to this. Thanks, E. Glad to be here again. I have to leave before Daffy Duck. Oh, Leslie, thanks for joining us, and you're welcome. Anytime. We're the recording will be out tomorrow, so we'll put it on YouTube. So if you want to see it, it's a Daffy Duck, get it on YouTube. Go to absolutebeginner.org. 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 It'll be good probably for the rest of this year, and then I might change it. If you go to absolutebeginner.org, yeah, that'll take you to our YouTube site, absolutebeginner.org. All right, here we go. Absolute beginner, Abaluli. I'm just putting kind of fake feathers, getting the feel in there. Dinner time. That's it. That's good enough. So we got some nostrils in here. Let's get those nostrils. All right, and they're tear shapes again. We talked about this tear shape. It's this, but now it's a little bit thinner, and it's going here. You can go in there and see it comes down to a point like a seed. Right there looks like a seed. There's one, and then the other nostril's kind of like attached to the other side, kind of like that. Oops, I exaggerate. It is shaded, but somewhere around there. That's good. All right. All right, there's the head. 750. All right, we're at it. All right. Daffy Duck's coming up next, sounds like. Daffy Duck. People don't want to right, don't like conflict. So I don't want to vote. I don't like the conflict. All right, so the bottom of this dragon face is pretty straight. It's really straight. It has a little bit of a push down here, right here, just slightly. I mean, it goes a little bit, I guess, for that chin, but it's pretty straight. I mean, if you were to do it straight, nobody would notice. But it goes straight and then it curves onto here. I'm going to push it in a little bit. See, I was off there a little bit. I like this a little bit better. That feel a little better there. See, I'm adjusting it. Like I'm just cutting pieces off, like if it was made of clay, and bringing it down, attaching it to the body. Right there, it goes under the arm. I already have the arm there. And then all this hair, it's just putting it in. All this fur, sorry, oof, again, maybe it is fur. It's feathers in some places and fur, who knows? It's a make-believe creature. Adding some more fur and texture and shading, and then on the bottom, reptilian, maybe even has scales, who knows? But in there, and say it even got circles. Yeah, those circles could be scales. See the circles, put them in there. Texture's fun. It's the icing on the cake. I'm already doing the icing on the cake. Don't usually worry about that, but there we go. Got some icing on there. What's more important is the structure. The icing usually goes last, but we're just doing this, just doing it for fun. All right, here we go. Let's get this hand here. It's interesting. It's kind of like a triangle shape. I kind of blocked it in, and I can kind of see it's going to be like a triangle shape here. I see this triangle shape. Notice these angles and how big it is. And then there's another hand in here. I can see it in relation to the nose. It needs to be below it in the space here. And this other hand there, that space, the space right there, and then knit 1, purl 2. There it is. So there's I'll probably say there's one going this way. These are the needles, I guess, the needles, and another needle. We can get in our way right there. I'll try to squeeze it in right in there, probably right about there. See, I'm drawing all this really light. We can fix it later. I'm just blocking it in. There's the little onesie or whatever that she's making. I think that's what it's called, a onesie. Yeah, I used to be a dad. I'm still a dad. You'll always be a dad or a mom. My little ones are big. My littlest one just turned 22. What you gonna do? 22, my favorite number, and I totally remember being 22. And then saying, wow, the year 2022 is going to be, it's my favorite number too. And it just came and went. They're back in style. Oh, I had those glasses before you were born. Yeah. I remember this. My neighbor had those. She was Italian. I remember growing up, she had glasses like that. And it had a chain. She had a little chain on it too. It was funny. I remember, wow. She had like a little chain. And I think the chain went on. But I remember the chain. She had that kind of glasses, and she had like a little chain that went on it. And I don't know if it went around or who knows how that little chain went on there. Gosh, flashbacks. Yes, I am a grandfather. In the chat. Yes, I am a grandfather. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Time of day, forget. Have old timers. All right. Let's get that arm. Get the taper. The taper, that's a hard part, seeing how thick it is, because you're not just drawing lines, you're drawing shapes. There's this shape, there's this thickness here for this arm. Don't put little skinny arms, don't put really thick arms. Yeah, that's proportions and ratios, which I'm not. I'm just, you got to be on the lookout. If you mess them up, that's okay. Just say, hey, I need to work on my proportions. I need to work on my, this is too wide, too thick. That's just proportions. All right, so let's do this hand real quick. little smiley faces. And yeah, do it light till you get it right. Let's see. So there's another arm back in here. Maybe I'm not feeling comfortable, so I can let's double check everything. There's gonna be a hand. I'm gonna probably bring this finger up, this one hand, but it's that's like in there. And then we've got two more fingers that are down here. I'm doing the outside of them where they kind of go. And then the onesie is right there. And that other hand is up here. Might go a little bit higher, but here's that hand that's going to be right there. Let's do this. And it probably goes back a little bit. Goes back and forward. See, it's got that right in there. See, look at that. I just changed it. That triangle shape. And it's more curved. It is more curved, but getting this triangle down kind of helps get these fingers right in there. There's that one finger. All very long and thin. Thin, very long, long and thin. There's that top finger. Curving out. I wish we can give props to this Ranger Rick. Oh, this is from Ranger Rick. Got Good Bugs, whatever that is. The website rangerrick.org. Give them props for this drawing at least. We're doing this educational purposes only, not doing it for any. We're just doing it for fun. Doing it for fun. So for education. So don't sue me, bro. Don't sue me, bro. All right, here we go. Plus, all this is free anyways. Doing it for free. Hey, you might even get some more promotion for your website there. Ranger Rick. Ranger Rick. Good old Ranger Rick. See, Ranger, he's a hero. A Ranger is a hero. Hey, Yogi. All right, there's one finger. Notice how it's like got a banana shape or a moon shape. We had that discussion. It was a full moon yesterday. A really nice full moon. Oh, get another little banana finger on here. You got to watch the angles and how they go to a point. Get that up there. There we go.
It was a super blue moon. It wasn't just a full moon.
Oh, not just any full moon. It was a super blue moon. Wow. What made it blue? There's a joke. What made the moon blue? Right. It was the wind. It never caught up to the sun. That's why it was blue. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? All right. Yeah, I saw it this morning too, actually, as I was driving. Saw the moon. Blue moon. Yeah, I heard it was a blue moon. Super blue moon. All right, here we go with that other hand. I'm seeing putting it underneath this other hand there. Putting it underneath.
Eladio, did you share your poem? Did I miss it?
Oh no, yeah. My poem. Okay, I'll get to my poem. That's actually pretty good. Let me ooh. Yeah, no, you didn't, since you reminded me. Let me get to it. Yeah, this poem was it's an interesting poem. It's really short. Let me see, here it goes. It's under my ideas webpage. There it is. Here it is. It's kind of, I don't know. It really strikes home. It's only 4 lines. It's a 4-line poem. Here's the 4 lines. Forever I have lived for tomorrow. Tomorrow is now today. Now I am living every moment before I waste away. So yeah, a little corny, but yeah, I don't know, a little heartfelt, a poem there. Trying to live every moment.
No, that's beautiful. What made you write it?
I don't know. I just I don't know. I was just reminiscing on my life and how I always you're gonna make me cry. Now how I always kind of look to the future, you know, and now the future's here. Like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm retired and now I gotta, you know, hey, you know, I'm being more selfish and I'm, you know, looking out for me and doing stuff that, you know, I don't know. It's good. But yeah, so I always thought about the future, and it's here, you know, like just like I said, when I was 22, I thought of 2022, you know, I was like, oh gosh, that's so far away, but it goes so quick. My dad would say, life is a dream, you know, it's just like, wow, like, you know, like water. It just, you know, and a quote that I heard one time too is just like, wow, you know, it hit home too. It's like, days are long, but the years are short. And it's like, wow. So, you know, hey, this just making use of every moment and doing the best that I can, and that's it. Enjoying life, you know, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And spending some time with everybody here.
It's a great resolution, Eladio. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good reminder, because it's true, we only have this moment
Right, right, right.
and we don't know how long we'll have it.
No, we don't. We don't. There's so many things that can happen. I mean, it's if it's not our health, it's other things that in life that can. I don't know. You never know. We had a counselor says, yeah, if I ever get hit by a bus, make sure you know this stuff, because if I ever, I'm like, okay, but she retired. But yeah, she would say that. All right. Righty. We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, Faye, thank you for joining us. All right, so let me see. Was that 8:01? That was yeah. Hopefully, I think that was now. I have to say goodbye. Yeah, it's 8:02. And my clocks are still off. All right, let's get these in here. And you know what? Drawing really helps is observing and reflecting. And I don't know. I think drawing is such an awesome skill. This is why I'm doing it. Out of all the skills that I know and things I want to do, this is something I want to leave as a legacy. The fastest way to learn how to draw, and it's really just practice. You got to find your own pace. Like if you were watching this on YouTube, you can speed it up, slow it down, find your own pace, find the drawings you like. There's already a bunch. I'm going to start editing them now that I have my computer. All right, here we go. Here's the onesie. I'm drawing it and talking about other stuff instead of how to draw it. But you can see how it curves, these parallel lines. And I'm just doing it. Just doing it. Just drawing it. Here we go. Just putting little lines on the onesie. That's the icing. The top of the onesie up in here. Goes under that finger. It's lost up in here. And then the other hand, there's a overlapping little bit of a circle. Comes down in here. Underlapping that nail. All right, I'm gonna softly block. Oh, actually, it's just from here. It's that one middle finger in here. There's a middle finger, butterfinger, and it does also kind of come down below and stick out just a little bit at that curve. Right. Well, and this finger's straight. This one's straight out right there. Boom, right in there. Nice and dark. Let's put it. Oh, there we go. Then we got those things there. Right around there. Here we go. Again, if you just joined us, we will be out next week. So we'll be back. We'll be back after next week. All right, so here's my oval. There's an angle to it. I'm not going to talk about it. You should kind of, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, got to practice. We're speeding it up. I can't get to everything. All right, I won't do the Superman thing though. But I will talk about and show you that Superman drawing, because that's, oh my gosh, that's terrible. All right, here, let's finish this up. I'm gonna do this just really quick. We got some feet in here. They're just dragging feet. They're dragging on the floor. Another foot over here. See, I'm blocking them in. I'm seeing, okay, they're gonna fit like in this space. See, I'm seeing this big shape first, and then I can break it down. See, there's just 3 toes, one in the middle. Oh, there's 3 toes here, and the one in the middle, which is a little bit off center. It's not in the center. And then we've got this this leg that goes up in here. This I think it's the knee. And then we've got the circle. Put it right there. We got the yarn. And again, yes, I used to help my mom, and I used to do drawings with the yarn, as she would she would crochet. Is it called crocheting? I'm not sure. She was do her yarn thing. The drawings would come apart. Yep. There's some lines that way, some lines this way, some lines this way. Oh yeah. Or I'd help her untangle the yarn. And there's knots. Got good at tying knots, undoing knots. All right, let's finish this up. It's all just detail now. It's all just detail. So I'm gonna put just get the feel of that that fur feather stuff in here. A lot of dots, a lot of shading. It's up to you to kind of do it on your own. There's dots and all kinds of all this little detail, decorations. Feel free to do it any way you'd like. Be an artist, get creative, create something new. Here's the lines on this as it wraps around the form. That's the next level, form. Looking at form, looking at this knee. And the hair as it goes over it, and then this back part. Let's get these toes in. Come to a point. There's one. Another toe to a point. And then another toe to a point. Go. And then I got some fur on the back, all this stuff. I'm just can't even tell what if it's I can't tell anymore. But it might be digital. This I think was done digitally. Yeah, it was done digitally. Why would you do anything if you're doing illustrations, if you're doing stuff, you're just doing digitally? Because you know what I can do. What's the giveaway is the eggs. The eggs are, you just do one and you copy and paste them. That's the easiest way. They're just copy paste eggs. They're all in there. Just get them in there, copy paste. Computer. See, computer, done by a computer. Done with the aid of computer. Next, you'll be able to just type in dragon sitting on eggs. You won't get the exact dragon you want, but you can work at it. This AI stuff. Living in interesting times. The AI stuff, I love it. I do like it. I know there's a lot of I'm here in Hollywood, and I have pictures of I've taken pictures of the actors out there, the writers. That's what it is, the writers. In front of Disney, I drove by, took pictures, and I drove in front of some different studios, took pictures, just to remember this occasion. They've been out there for a while. But yeah, still striking. All right, speaking of striking, hey, before you know it, we're done, pretty much done. Yeah, just some shading, little details here and there, the icing on the cake. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it exact, but that's the thing, that's so much. If we really were working on trying to make all the exact detail, we'd be here all night. We make the drawing exactly, but we got the feel of it. We got the structure of it. There it is. Fun drawing. This was fun. It's cute. This is what I like. I like drawing like, oh my gosh. I don't know. But when it's an exercise or when you're trying to do like, oh, I don't know. You do have to, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. You warriors, you heroes out there, you gotta sweat. You gotta put the sweat equity into your work, All right, there it is. There's our drawing. Oh, speaking of heroes, our next drawing. What we got on top? Not that one. Not that one. I just lost. All right, 14. Lost 6 people going out to dinner. I know we're here pretty for a long time. All right. Where did my drawings go? Oh, is it? Oh, it's here. That's it. That's the one. So I was sharing my. That's how we got there. I was sharing my my poem. Yeah, look at this. All the AI stuff. Look at that one. Ooh, that's a painting tip. Look at that, broken down into forms. Yeah. I'm still posting them. Even though I don't get feedback on my posts anymore. It's all good. All right, superhero. We had a vote for only one vote for Daffy Duck, so we're gonna do the Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck. We're gonna go for the Daffy Duck. No underdog. The underdog is still gonna be the underdog, even though it's somebody's favorite hero. We're gonna do Daffy. The hardest part is, I guess, getting that face. I think getting that face, and there's some complex stuff here going on in here. Let's see, can we break it down? Yeah, we can break it down. Let's see some ratios, some proportions, some relationships. Got to see the relationships. All right. And when it comes to animation, they always do the head. They always do the head and see how many head tall the animation is. Alrighty. So yeah, Daffy Duck does have that circle part of the head, and then it goes up, and then let me see. I don't know if I should use the top of the head. Let me see. What are we gonna do? I don't know how they do it, but we'll use a bigger circle, I guess. Put it in there, and that'll be good. Because we have actually two circles. There's that circle that's kind of like giving us the height of this shape, and then we got the head shape. This, I'm going from the top of the head to the bottom of the beak. That's the unit I'm kind of using, and the other one was the shape of the head. The shape of the head, which is right about in there, right in there. Whoops, wrong tool. Move it over right about there. There we go. So there's our head. There's, oh, God, grab the wrong circle. Click out. There we go. Click on that one. So how many heads tall? Ooh, look at that blue. It's almost the same. There's one. That, ooh, look at that. Let's change the color. There's one. And here's two. Oh my gosh. Blue against blue. Polar bear and snow. All right, let's go with purple. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh man, there we go. That's pretty good. I think I'll move that other circle back up. I think, yeah, pretty close. Blue up here. Right. Right in there. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Right in there. All right. Oh. Control Z, undo. That's why I like computers. If you make a mistake in life, I wish there was a Control Z button. There's two circles. Let's go with one more. Let's go with some more circles here. Purple circles. Make it rain. Purple rain here. Purple circles. What's that noise? What's going on outside? All right, here we go. There's two circles. Dun, 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 dun. He is 3 circles tall so far. Probably be 4 and something before the night is through. Somebody's gonna hurt someone. Somebody before the night is through. There it is. About 4 circles. But the feet kind of go out a little bit more. So that's our ratios. 4 circles high. And then how many circles wide is that? That doesn't matter so much. So let's just measure it though. I'm not going to put them out there. So this is 1. And let's use these circles here, 2. So that goes out 2 that way. We have to remember 2 that way. And this is definitely going to be more than 2 circles. And then this is 1, 2. And we're looking at 3. More than 3. More than 3 circles, a little triangle, more than 3 circles. All right, there's our ratios. There's our proportions. Put this back, screenshot it, and jump into it. There's a lot going on with the head. Faces are really tough, but I'm not going to break it down. We're just going to do it. I feel like we've done enough cartoons tonight. This will probably be, I don't know. Oh, I think we have another one. We'll see. All right, there's stuff in the chat. Let's take a look. Love Daffy. All right, gotta go. All right, Peggy, thank you for joining us. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this drawing. Here we go. The hardest part is because I mean this is going to be tough because it's recognizable. It's recognizable, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, it doesn't look like Daffy. Don't beat yourself up. It's about forgiveness. Actually, that was the lesson in church this week. Forgiveness. And yeah, it is forgiving yourself in your drawings, forgiving others, forgiving You know, it's a huge thing, forgiveness. I mean, that's I don't know, I'm not gonna get into it too much, but yeah, being forgiving. You know, that's the whole thing about perfection. Nothing's perfect. And yeah, we get philosophical here. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, so I'm getting our first circle and breaking it into fourths just for the heck of it. And then that'll kind of like, oh, because all our other four circles are right below it. I kind of just did one, 4 circles. Let's do that. 1, 2, buck my shoe. 3. Good practice. And just scribble it in. 4. 4 circles high. Oh, am I?
I
Ooh,
do. Yes. Yes. Thank
There.
you.
Got it. Hardest part for me are the arms. Yeah, the arms. And then, well, we'll hopefully we'll break it down. I kind of I didn't explain it. All right, we'll see. But I will do the arms. Break it into parts. Thank you for letting me know. We'll keep it private. It's all good. See, that's the thing. What, you know, the struggle's real. All right, we'll do the head. The head, you know, is important. And then the arms. The arms, well, the head's going to go here. The arms are here. The arms, this is what I see for the arms. I see this, the big shape for the arms, right? There's a slight angle here, and then there's this other angle here. This other angle here for that side of the arm, and then this side, the bottom. They're in this side, this kind of and it comes out a little bit more. They're in this kind of rectangle. They're this rectangle. I would probably say this rectangle here, these angles here. So there's a slight angle here, so both that angle, then this angle, slight angle there, and then this angle here, and then this angle there. And hopefully that'll help you kind of like, and notice how it fits in that circle right there. Actually, probably a little bit smaller, right in there, but it's like in that circle space. Then I'm seeing the big shapes, and then I see the hand. There's one hand here, the 3 fingers, but they're in that space right there. And then the other arm kind of goes up and then down. There's those 3 fingers that are there. So that's kind of it blocked in. Let me worry about the face, and we'll get back to this. We'll get back to this, but that's it kind of blocked in. Let me block everything else in too. We'll do the body here while we're at it, because this is the shoulder there. And then here inside that, right under this elbow, it kind of comes down and tapers, comes down, and then there's down here. This is the torso, and here's the pelvis and the glutes, gluteus maximus right in here. Kind of sticks in that circle, the gluteus maximus, and then there's a slight angle. The whole body is kind of coming down. I mean, if you get that gesture, that line kind of coming down from this elbow, it kind of comes down this way. And then this kind of curves out this way as well. It's kind of like, you know, pushing forward. And then here's the feet right in there below the circle. Oops, a little higher. All right, the heart's all right. I let everyone know about my struggle. I didn't need for it to be private. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they did put it. It's good. That's good. All right, cool. I think I noticed did it twice. There we go. I didn't look at it, the detail part of it. Yeah, no, struggling is real, and it's good. It's good to know, okay, I'm struggling with this. This is what I'm struggling with. And then you train at it, you get, because the first step in solving a problem is recognizing there is a problem. Okay, this is a problem. We have to address it. We have to focus and get to it. You know, I'm having trouble with my ratios. All right. And then you focus, and then it's not a problem. It's like, oh, I don't know why that was so hard. Now I got it, right? And then you go, oh, I'm having trouble with this. And then you focus on it, and then you get it. You practice it. This is where I have trouble. Drawing hands. Okay, I'm going to practice drawing hands. Boom, there. And before you know it, there it is. Look at your ratios. Look at your angles. See this angle here? This whole body kind of like, boom, comes at that angle. Even this leg here. These legs kind of go up, and then they feed into that. They kind of just go up in that direction. Oh, let's use blue. or what color? Let's get it up that way, that gesture of that, of the form. All right, comes down to the neck, onto our rectangle. Notice the height and the width to it. I might be a little bit wider than it needs to be. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna focus on the head, and I know I already tell, I can already tell it's not gonna fit. I'm gonna have to, oh, bad planning. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. You know, I'm full of all these things. And it's true, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. Planning went wrong here. But this is part of planning. See, I didn't, and if I wanted to, I can make it smaller, and you know, sometimes that's part of the plan. Is planning and saying, okay, that's not going to work. This is not going to work. See what, you know, if I wanted to, I can start over here right now. Once I realized there was a problem with my plan, begin with the end in mind. I already know it's not going to fit. I already know it's not going to fit, but yeah, we can fix it. I should have drawn it. Yeah, I didn't. I don't know. I was in my mind talking about other stuff. Lost it. Here we go. I got caught up in my my poem. All right, here we go. Oh, that's it. It's been published. It's published. It's out there. It's on YouTube now. If anybody finds it, I got to write it down, copyright it. Forever I have lived for tomorrow. Tomorrow is now today. All right, here we go. So there's a circle inside the circle, and they are, here we go. I can see how big it is compared to how it is the other one. I have one circle, and then I have another circle right under it resting. And this is going to help me just block everything in. And it's bigger than that. So I would make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Here we go. Let me make sure it's straight. See, so it's straight. Your paper's straight. The face is because, yeah, if it's like any face, if something's off, that doesn't look like, and then you get the people's criticism, and then you're like, oh, okay. I know it's not. It's my rendition of, it's my artistic freedom while I practice, while I practice for accuracy. Yeah, because it takes a bit of practice. All right, there's that. That's that's my foundation. All right, all right. Thought I saw something in the chat, but it was mistaken. All right, so here's the head for the body. This is the structure. This smaller circle here. That's it. This is the smaller circle. And then we've got the head. The head kind of like kind of curves off of it. Like here. There's a slight like bean shape to it. There is a slight bean shape to this head. It's like a bean. This is the head shape there. And then we've got halfway through the circle is that beak, the bill. Yep, yeah. So Daffy Duck goes into a store because he got he got sunburned. He's got his lips sunburned. So he got some chapstick and he said, "Put it on my bill." Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Thanks for laughing. I just heard that joke, so, or something similar. It's all in the delivery. All right, so I've got this circle broken into fours. And we've got the eyes that are going to go in here. So I've got the bean shape of the head, and then the bill or that's going to go over that. So in this top half, let's see, right in here is that one eye. That eye that's closer, and then we've got another eye a little bit smaller right in there. So you can see how it fits in that fourth. Putting those eyes in, they kind of come up to a point up here right at the top. They kind of come up to a point, and then they're oval shapes right in there. There's one oval shape, and then there's another oval shape. This one's a little smaller because it's further away. We're using perspective, or yep, space. We're using space pods. There's our eyes right in there. That should help a lot with your accuracy. All right. Then we've got yeah, that's it. That looks good. Then I can't really see, but it's definitely the eyelids kind of cut across right in there. It's all black, so I can't see. They're kind of like right in there. And then the eye pupils, there's one right in here. And then another one right in there. Pretty big. I think I can make it bigger. This one a little bigger. The pupils. Despicable. Right there. There's the eyes. Look at that. That looks good. That placement of in there. Yeah, the faces are the hardest thing because they have to be pretty accurate. There's the bill, the top of that bill part. Then it kind of right in there, and then it kind of goes straight. How far out? Well, let's see. I would say, oh, I can measure my head. It goes out. It goes out about a head space. So here's the head circle. See that head circle? That's how far out this bill kind of comes out. This is his nose, bill, or whatever that is. Bill. Top of the bill. There it is. Goes out actually a little further. Goes a little further. So this spacing from here to here, if you measure it, there it is. And then you bring it out. Oh, there it is. And then the bill is going to go out a little further than that. All right. So there's the head. Here's the bill. Comes out pretty far. It looks pretty big. It looks, I mean, but we're got to trust the proportions. Got to trust it because here we're drawing on the line, and this is like an optical illusion, because it looks like it's further than it has to be, and you try to adjust, and then it gets all wacky tobacco. But I know it's going to be, I can actually do it lightly, and I can see this lightly. I can sketch it in lightly. Why don't we sketch the whole thing in lightly? Because then we'll do the angles. I'm going to block it in. So I'm going to say, okay, here's this cheek kind of sticks out here, and look at, I'm just scribbling it in lightly. That cheek kind of comes out here. How far out? You got it kind of, actually, it's almost like a little circle in here. See, like a little circle right in there, right in that spot, almost probably smaller, right in there, and it comes down to the bottom, and then it comes up in here, up in there like that, and then that whole bill kind of comes a little damply. And to me, it seems a little bit longer than it should. Maybe I am off, but I don't know. We'll kind of trust it. To me, it kind of feels it's a little bit further than it needs to be, but it's okay. I'll just keep note of that. What I will try to fix is this part right here. So the top of this built right in here, and then the spacing here, I'm going to bring this down more. And seeing the space of this thickness here, the ratio and the angle of this bill. Again, this drawing is more difficult. So if you're having trouble, it's not, it's because it is more difficult than our little stick figures that we did earlier. But notice that thickness, notice the angles, notice like almost even a square shape in here. See the ratio in there? There's just like a square space in there. There we go. There's that bill. The bottom of this kind of goes up into it. Try to make it parallel. Notice the distance between the two lines as it comes up and over. And he is smiling. There's this angle that kind of comes up and goes up in here and curves in there like that. See, and I've got my blocking in, and this curves in up. It's curving up and in. So, am I exaggerating? That's probably pretty good. And this is where you're gonna almost have to trust, and because it's for me, I can already feel it's like, oh, it's not looking like it, but I'm trusting it, and it might not look, it might not turn out, and that's okay. That's part of the journey. It's part of the hero's journey. You don't know. I mean, if you always knew what the you know, that it was going to turn out well, then you're not a hero. It's just a given. It's just a par for the course. But you never know if your drawing's going to turn out at first. All right, here's the bottom of that. It kind of looks, it reminds me of a mosquito with the pointy nose. like a mosquito. Look, does look like a mosquito. There we go. There we go. Here's the bottom of that beak, bill. Oh my gosh. There we go. And let's make this turn around here so it's not. It doesn't look like a all right, it does turn around here. Not for some reason it's bugging me. What's up, Doc? I think once I shade it, I think. Oh, and then put the little circle here. There's that little circle. Something's bugging me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Let's finish it, and then we'll really look at it. But I erased that already, so that might help. Let me erase it some more. Right there. And I can shade it. I can shade this rest because this is underneath, so it's going to shade just a little bit. See, just a little bit of shading to kind of get rid of all our little sketching lines, and it makes it part of the drawing now. Practice your drawing, not your erasing. All right, we got the other part of the bill coming behind it, like right in here. Right in there. I think, I don't know. There's something wrong. I think this could have been longer and this shorter. I don't know what it is. I'm not. If I had it side by side, that would help. I'm looking up and then looking down at this drawing, so it's all good. And you're probably doing the same too. So if you have your drawing side by side, that really helps. That really helps. So you don't struggle so much. And that is a good thing to know. I hardly don't ever mention that. But having your drawing side by side really helps. I'm looking up and then down, and seeing it doesn't I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's getting late. Playing the blame game now. All right, I accept it. I don't know. Something bugs me about it. And we're not drawing bugs, we're drawing Daffy. All right, so the hair's kind of, I can block it in. Again, it's going to be like in this space. Again, I already see this like space or shape that I'm doing right there where the head's going to go. Just notice the big difference in the size of the feet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just keep going. All right. Sometimes we hit it, sometimes we don't. There you go. Let's put these little hairs. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Yeah, well, we need that break. We need a break. So I'm about to break. All right, here we go. Shade that in. It looks a little extra daffy. Let me see, what is it? Oh, let's bring this down a little bit more. Now that helps a little bit, I think. Huh. It's something about him bugs me. I don't know what it is. Oh well, I just gotta let it go. Let it go. I'll probably see the video and like, oh, I see what it is. Yeah, that's okay. All right, let's just do this. I got my neck, I got my shoulders, and the spacing for the arms. There is a bow in here. I'm not gonna worry about it so much. I can sketch it in. I can put two little ovals where the bows kind of go, and it kind of goes under the arms, right in there. Kind of like they look like scissors, like right there. But we're gonna focus on the arms here because somebody said they had it's the beta version. Yeah, this one is a challenge. This one is a challenge. Yeah, Daffy is a challenge. I think the eyes need to be a little bigger. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I apologize. Well, it is what it is. Tonight's trying. Well, it's all good. Well, let's get this going. So I got where my hand's gonna be. This other arm here. Let's start putting it together. Up, and it does taper. And we have to try to get it to fit inside this other arm right in here. There we go. Because it goes up and in, up and in this space. It's almost like a up and in, up and at 'em. Here we go. Let's get that in there. That's that arm. And let's get this other arm right in here because it's going in it, like in to win it. Probably bring it out a little more. I'm adjusting it as I'm doing it. That's it. And then we got the fingers. 1, 2, 3 in that space. Right, and they're overlapping. They're not just there. They're overlapping. Just notice the big difference in the size of the feet. Oh yeah, yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Yeah. We'll get down there. And it's good. Yeah, draw it more than once. That's probably the best way to do it. Best way to do it. Just keep at it till you get it. All right, so we got this shoulder up in here. I'm bringing it up a little bit more. I'm trying to get the arms and everything to kind of fit just right. I think that there's a shoulder that kind of sticks out right in there. Bringing that out. I think looking at that spacing, that chest. There's a chest line right in here. That's the chest. That arm, and this as a shape, making sure it's solid, not a skinny arm. You got to watch your ratios, the width of that line, that shape. Then here as well. All right. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Help with the arms. Hopefully that helped. Yeah. I don't always know. We're not live. We're live, but I can't see your work at the same time, or I don't know what I said that might have helped or did or whatever. But it's the same process. Seeing the big shapes, seeing all the shapes. It's like a puzzle, putting these puzzles together, all the pieces till it fits, right? Gotta make it fit. Making it fit. And there's a little curve right in here. I think I posted something on, oh no, I did. I put it on my website, my other website. As far as clothing, the different kinds of clothes and coil folds and the different kinds of folds in clothing. It's a really good video. All right, I'm trying to get this shape in here, this arm bugging me. All right, cool. That's it right there. And there's a little bit of an elbow. And it goes in, slightly in. Oh man. Tough one. And there's the shoulder kind of sticks out right in there like that. I don't know. Oh, more of an angle here, I think. More of an angle on those eyes. Yeah, because he has those like sleepy or suggestive eyes. I don't know what kind of eyes he has. All right, just let it go. Let it go. I gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right, let's do these fingers. Now these fingers are overlapping. I'm gonna do the bottom finger first because it's the one in front. This finger is in front. This one right here. See, goes up and around like that. So this is like the main finger, and it kind of come in like that. It's just an oval shape, right? And then with a little tail on it, the finger, because it's attached to the hand. Then you've got the next finger, which is another oval shape, but it's behind this shape. It's behind like this. There's some overlapping. Has to be behind, right? And then there's a little bit of a highlight in between. It's being shaped like that. Got to capture that overlap. And then the next finger, same thing. This one sticks out a little bit more. It actually kind of comes up. It's like an index finger. And your pointer finger, this sticks up a little bit more. But you need a little white line in between the two. There we go. There's a white line. There it is. White line. Whew. Man. It's taking out energy. This is taking energy. A lot of energy here. All right, let's get this cape on here. I'm gonna just put in the tie in here. I'm just gonna put one shape, and then there's another shape. There's a lot of little details and stuff in here. I'm just gonna skip them. But it's really just you see that bow shape, bow nose, right in there, and then you've got the two little cross strings, and then here's the cape. Here, let's do the cape. So we know it's one circle. Did we say it now? I forgot. 2 circles out. Yeah, it's 2 circles out. So we got 1, 2. So it should go out to here. It should go out to there. From here, it should go out to right there. It should go out 2 circles from here. So if we go here, there's 1 circle with maybe another circle width right in there, and then kind of go out to right there. So, and then I get the feel of it. See this flow. There's a first circle there, and then the other circle goes way out there. This is a little bit longer. Should kind of go out to right there. Yeah, there we go. So from here to there, and then there's a little bit of overlap. This one goes in front. So this shape, this goes in front, and then it comes down to one point, and then it comes up like a triangle and up in here. Oh yeah, this is a taper tail right in there. Oh, see how I adjusted it on that one. So you get this shape, then you get this line underneath it. You want to get the feel of the shape. The shape right here. It's like a ponytail. It's tapered tail. It's like a ponytail kind of shape. Yeah, the more you see them, the more you'll draw them, the better you'll get at drawing them. But it only comes with practice, 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 practice. All right, there's that side. And that's, oh, one more line. Yeah, right in there. So, oops. And then shading if you want to shade it real quick. And then let's get the other side. Let's zoom out. Yeah, I guess that's whew. All right. 8:37. Wow. Taking quite a bit of time on this one. Excuse me. All right, so let's just do this real quick. I know it's going to go out. What did we say? 3 lines, 3 shapes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going out 3. I think it was 3, a little bit more than 3. Three sizes of that head. 3 out that way, and I can already see that kind of this shape there, and then that shape kind of there. It's like this, almost like a number 8, but it this oval shape and then this diamond shape somewhere in there. All right, let's do this. So from here, it goes up and over, and then down onto this line right here. There's that line. Oops. There. And then there's this thickness to it. It's this thickness to this part of the maybe need to push it up a little bit more. Make it fit. All right. And a little bit of a struggle. It's all right. It's all good. Right there. So that flows pretty nicely. That flow of this line. Get that flowing line. Here we go with the top of the cape. This top line. Point it. Then it goes up. Then it comes down right in there. Now here, this crossover needs to make sure, you got to make sure that this crossover, it crosses above, and then this is below. So if you imagine it going, it would kind of go that way. If you imagine this going, it would kind of go that way. So there is a thickness there. Yeah, this kind of goes like that. There we go. A little bit of a bump, a little bit of a curve. There we go. That's it. I think that's pretty good. There we go. Not too shabby. It's not too bad. I'm not totally happy with it, but that's okay. You can't like all your drawings. It's okay. You can't be too hard too. Hey, they're your kids. Got to be forgiving. Like, okay, next time. Yeah. Aren't you a little hard on the beaver? Was it gosh. Leave it to beaver. That's the show. All right, here we go. Let's finish this up. All right, not too shabby. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so getting that shape of that triangle, get that feel of that triangle in there. And then we've got that glute, and then a little bit of there's a little bit of there's the folds that are going all over it. But you know, try to get that. And then the feet, how big they are. You can triangulate. So if you get this shoulder, you can see how far out this feet are by going from the shoulder and going at an angle. We already know how far down they are. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 heads, a little more than 4 heads down. But if we get this angle, you see, depending on this angle, if it's that angle or this angle, that kind of really helps put where the feet are going to go. So we're going to go with this shoulder too, and it just comes out. And if you see this as a shape, you almost have to use your imagination to kind of see this as a shape right there. And you can see the height and the width. And that'll help get those feet in there. All right, so that should help with the feet. Somebody said the feet were too big. They are kind of big, but this is what you should be looking for, these relationships. All right. And the feet. I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry. I gotta get over this drawing. We're gonna leave this. I'm not totally happy with it, so all right. I'm just getting a little sloppy now. That's okay. Get ready for the next one. Let's see what the next one is. Might call it a night. What time is it? It's all 8:42 already. Yep, 8:42. Call it a night. Let's see. There we go. Here's this toe. Notice the overlapping. Notice how all these shapes kind of in and out. Observing. Drawing is good for observing to see how things go together, how things are constructed. Leg up in here, and then we've got these folds. Coil folds. You have this one fold, and then you have this other that kind of goes over it, but this overlapping one here goes straight up into the shoulder. Here's that. This one pretty much goes straight and down, but it kind of goes in where the abdomen is. Then it comes out a little bit. It does change slightly as it goes onto the leg and around. And I think that's it. I'm kind of, oh, the S for super daffy. The S down here. All right, fast forward it to, I'm probably gonna have to put a disclaimer. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a picture of this on the, when I cut these up. If you want to draw this daffy, there you go. Not the best daffy, but what's important is the process. That's important. Practice the process and practicing. Your daffy probably, I've seen that happen. Students show me their drawings. Oh, your drawing looks better than mine. That happens. You should you should teach the class. Where did I go wrong? I don't know. There we go. That's good enough. All right, good enough. Good enough. All right. Whew. Wow, that one made me sweat. All right. You guys still hanging in there? Hardcore heroes. Hardcore. Let's see. Ooh, where's my other screen? Is that it? I guess. Oh yeah, here we go. We got 10 of you. All right. Let's see. Share my screen. Let's jump and see what else we got for tonight and see how we're gonna wrap it up. So we got this one. We got, oh, that one's a nice one. Oh, I like this praying mantis. I really like this one, actually. This one's easier. I should have put this one before that one. Should have put this one before that one. I don't know how that other bugs, how that daffy got in there. And then we got this one. Yeah, I should have put that one before. Yeah, I didn't like, this is, we're not going to draw this one, but you can see, oh, first draw the head. Yeah, do you know how hard it is to draw a head? How to draw Superman. Yeah, how to draw easy.net. Yeah, this doesn't work, really. They don't break it down. And then people say they can't. Yeah, this is not good instruction. Yeah, first draw the head. They don't talk about the proportions, the parts. Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, no, I don't like that approach. But let's see. Were we going to choose between that and that? Ooh, look at that. I like that. That's another one. Oh, we were going to choose between these two. Between, I don't know, Storm, I think that is. X-Men Storm. Yeah, it is Storm. There it is. Storm, between Storm and Black Panther. Oh, this is a lot of work. I think, wow. I think I can draw. I can probably sketch this out. I can either one we sketch. I'll sketch out really quick. I'm probably not going to explain a lot of stuff with the muscles and everything. I'll just sketch it out real quick. It's a good practice just to sketch real quick. We don't have to get all the detail. So we'll choose between Black Panther or Storm. Put it in the chat and we'll get going on that. And then let's just draw these really quickly. I'm going to draw these really quickly. I'm not going to explain a lot. It's just going to practice. I probably even this one. This is definitely AI. This is really cool. Baby Hulk. Somebody just typed in Baby Hulk and there. That's too funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's AI because AI doesn't do lettering too well. Or perspective or hands. Let me see the hands. Look at 1, 2, 3 fingers there. Look at the thumbs. Yeah, that's definitely AI. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 fingers, maybe 4. Yeah, but it's getting. Look at these toes. There it is. AI. AIEIO. But yes, they're gonna fix this like in a month or two. You won't even be able to tell. In a couple months, this problem is gonna go away. This is probably even an old. They probably already fixed this problem. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toes. All right, let's do. Let's go. By Javi, Blue Dragons Art Studio via Etsy. Yeah. AI, my friend. That was done with AI. This is not AI yet. All right, let's see. Oh, there's something. Oh, we have something in the chat. Storm. All right, so I guess it's Storm. They need to break down the head first. Yeah, they didn't break down the head. All right, we're going with Storm. Here she is. All right, so let's break down the Storm. Same height, same width. Look at that circle. Even if we don't get all the detail in there, because it is complex drawing faces and all that other stuff. That's a whole other lessons inside just this one drawing. But we'll use that as a as our unit. There's one head unit, and there's a thickness to this. I mean, this circle. So there might be some inaccuracies. 1, 2, slight inaccuracies. Let's try to get all these circles to be the same. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to draw it. We're just going to draw it. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. But what should we look for? I don't know. Let me see. I'll just point some stuff out real quick. Anatomic middle is good. Let's see if it is the anatomic middle while we're here in measuring. Anatomic middle's from the top of the head, which is probably right about there with that hair, down to that middle part right there. And let's measure that and bring that down. That should be the middle, and it is really there. There it is. There's the middle. That's the middle. That helps. Then let's look at. Let's draw some more lines. Out this way. Right at the thigh to the calf. The thigh to the calf. And the foot sticks out. And then this foot is lower. This one's a little higher. See these big shapes. This blocks it in. Even this, I don't know. We can go here. See, this is more like a triangle. How it comes down. If we go off the calf, and then this one off here, we'll get that triangular shape. How it comes down. There's a lot of back and forths in here. Even this negative space is interesting. And then here we can bring that down. Let's bring that straight down. Yeah, look at that. Oh, right to that toe. Let's bring this straight down. See, that's straight. See, it's straight down to right there. That's pretty good. 2 heads. Better than 1. That's good. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. So I'm going to sketch it out really quick. I'm going to probably, it's going to be a sketch. It's going to be really sketchy. All right, let's just do this a lot quicker. You can feel free to put as much detail as you'd like. Let's paste it and post it in the chat to everyone. There you go. There it is. Bam, captured. Voted by you. Here we go. Well, if Josh was here, I think he'd probably vote for the Black Panther. But here we go. All right. Let's do this. Let's real quickly. It'll be really fast. Stop sharing. Let's go there. Let's do this. All right. Okay, so actually we can actually get that whole big shape. That whole big shape of the whole thing is just like right in here. Notice the height to the width. I can actually even see a square right in here. Now that we kind of, there's a slight angle at the bottom. Well, let's zoom out. That's all the way back already. It's too light. I see, I kind of see it's almost like a square shape. It's a little more of a rectangle. But I'm seeing that this whole thing is going to be in there. That width. And then that whole thing up there. So this shape in here. Let's get that triangle. Those triangles up there. See, I'm just sketching it out. I'm not explaining this. There's a lot to this. Right in there. That's gonna be there. That's gonna be the 1, 2, my 2 circles, my 3 circles, actually. My 3 circles should probably be right about in there. There's the anatomic middle. Well, actually, ooh, it's down here. It's my anatomic middle. Oh, hold on. It's probably, oh yeah, it's another circle. But yeah, so we're gonna, that's the middle. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 circles there. That's good. And then we should have another 4 circles down. Or just measure and go from the top right up there. And this is going to be our anatomic middle. That's the top of the head and down there where the legs meet. Right there, bring that down. Look at that right there. Boom. Really good. All right, cool. That's it. All right, let's do this. My head's going to be right there. Let's zoom in. I've got my 4 circles. That would be another 4 circles down. And I don't know, that's interesting. There's usually like a half space for the neck, but the neck and the is really tight. Really tight in there. There's an angle where the shoulders are. A slight angle. There's some hair above it. Hair right on this side. I'm blocking things in. See, I've seen like this big old shape right in here of this hair blob. And then the hair kind of coming up this way. Then I've got a hand that's up here. The hand is up there. Up here somewhere. Like I would say it's right about there. See, oh, that kind of actually helps. Well, yeah, look, see that same width. I'm looking at my the guide. And it should be right about there. That hand should be right there. Remember? That comes down here. Yeah. And then what comes out of this is that whole cape. That cape kind of comes out. It comes storming out. Yeah, we had a storm first, not first, just in years. Storm Hillary. We got all the other storms in Florida. I think Florida just got hit by something else too. A lot of, definitely those were heavy duty storms. Yeah, heavy duty storms. Here we go. Let's finish drawing the storm. So I got this arm. I see this elbow, this triangle shape. See, here's the hand. Ooh, should be inside. Right about. I was getting ready to do it outside. This will help bring that arm in. Right in there. See how? Yeah, it should be right about there. This angle, right about there. See, I was gonna bring it out too far. All right, let's see other shapes. The shoulders. Torso. Here's the torso. Torso. Pelvis. Oh, we're gonna go a little bit bigger. Make this bigger too. The pelvis is down here. This whole shape right here. I'm making it bigger. And then the torso, making that bigger right in there. Sketching it. See, I'm just sketching it. And there's a lot of stuff going on here with the pelvis and the bone structure and everything in here. So this is a tough one. This is a figure drawing here. This is figure drawing. You get in here, the pelvis that's inside here. Right in there, that thigh, that angle. This is not an easy one. It's not. This is definitely a good place for it right now. I'm just going to sketch it in. And this foot coming out right in there. See, that's, I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely a really hard one. Yeah, anatomy, faces, anatomy. You kind of have to have that under your belt a bit with practice. And right now, this is just practice anyways. to follow the lessons, follow the proportions. Knowing the proportions helps. This helps, but practice helps. But yeah, definitely anatomy is one of those tough things. All right, this other leg, not in here. Tape underneath. Let's see this foot. Let's get that foot in here. Just the placeholder. There's gonna be 1 foot there, 1 foot over here. It's kind of like triangular. That toe, that heel. A crime fighter with heels. Oh yeah. Jesus. You got to be not only fight crime and save the day, but you also have to look fashionable. Jeez Louise. All right, let's get these calves in there. They're kind of that shape in there. Get that calf in there. One side is usually lower, or one higher or lower. This one is lower on this side, I think. Goes out. That thinness. All right, cool. I kind of blocked it in. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with where everything kind of is. I can double check. But this part of that cape, I think I'm just missing. Curves in there. And I kind of like where everything is. And let's just do this. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm just going to go in and out. And I'm going to go really quickly. I'm going to probably not describe a lot of things. I'm going to do not as bad as the Superman explanation, but almost there. All right, so her face is kind of like, I'll draw it fast and explain, but eyes should be kind of like a little bit above the middle, because this is actually the top of the head is up there. But yeah, but right there, because eyes are usually in the middle of the head. There's a slight angle to them. I'm not worried about accuracy. I'm just going to draw, yeah, because there's a lot to drawing faces and eyes. If you just put little dots for the eyes, that's fine. And I'm kind of going small here too. Yeah, eyes in there, right about in there. Oops, one's a little bigger, one's a little smaller. Watch my spacing, the nose, right in here. And the mouth, right here, the lips. Yeah, no, this is a lot. This is a lot for more than just one lesson. So just do the best you can. Hang in there. It does get better, it does get easier the more you practice, especially faces and anatomy. But if you don't try, you won't you know, be on that road. But just know this is a tough one, Do the best you can. Just draw a face that kind of fits in there. Look at that, right in there. Trying to get that. And I'm drawing kind of small. I mean, look at my pencil covers it up. My finger covers it up. I'm drawing small. Not a good thing. Should be a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And I can actually get more detail or a little more accurate. It's all right. That's good enough. Good enough. Good enough is good enough. Good enough is not good enough if you can do better. Good enough is good enough. But good enough is not good enough if you can do, well, how does it go? There's a whole saying. Good enough is good enough. That's a perfectionist kind of saying. Good enough is not good if it can be better. Better is not good enough if it can be best. It's a big if. If it can't, it's all right. You just kind of have to accept, kind of have to forgive. That's what it is. That's the way it turned out. Next time. There's always a next time with drawing. Even painting, it's cool. Painting's mistakes are like really thin, but they cover the canvas. But you can paint over anything. Start over with painting. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get this headgear on here. This design of it. I like the way it's looking. All right, not too shabby. Let's get that hair. There's a little circle up here or something. And then now the design of it kind of coming out. I'm just getting that wave, catching that wave of hair, kind of just pulling up all this detail. I'm not going to worry about accuracy. The hand in here, we have the palm, we have the fingers, There's the palm. There's the fingers. Palm is half of the whole hand. See, that's the whole other thing too, drawing hands. We've done that. Where's the thumb? Onto the palm. Fingers. Yeah, and they're small too. So, I mean, we'd have to take more time on this and to get it right. So here's the pinky. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's not going to be as accurate. We'd have to spend more time and spend more. Let's see. We have our 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Right in there. Something like that. Well, that's good enough. I'm just shade it in. Let's shade it. Big gloss. So that pinky should come forward. All right. The real Slim Shady, please stand up. I heard that song earlier today. Please stand up. All the other Shadies are just imitating. But then at the end, I never really noticed because I'm like, I was analyzing that song as I was driving. I was like, interesting. Is he talking about how everybody's imitating him, or other rappers? And, please stand up, please stand up. But then at the end of the song, he kind of says, everybody's a Slim Shady. That's what he realized. He realized everybody's a Slim Shady. I was like, this pinky's off. I mean, I don't know, there's wrong in there. It's not overlapping, but it's okay. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just do it. Just do it. That cape goes over her torso, and then it goes into a little dot or a ribbon there, or a little ruby. Bring it down a little bit more. See, I'm seeing how it kind of curves back and forth, trying to get those little curves. That's it. Thickness of it. Right, cape. There's 2 lines there. It goes back. The neck, a little bit of a neck. Shoulder already there. The hair everywhere. All right, so that's looking okay. Not the greatest, but it's all right. Yeah, just study anatomy. This is something you want to get good at. Yeah, definitely got to study. This is something to study. Something to work at and get at. And form, this is like a cylinder here. A cylinder is a cylinder. You see that cylinder. Practice drawing your cylinders. Arm. Elbow. They're tough, but not impossible. Ooh, that goes underneath. Okay. Be interesting. Maybe I can do that just for giggles and sits. But if somebody sits and giggles, I don't know. How does it go? There's no giggling. Oh, that's what it was. Until, that's what it was, the whole word. Do it for sits and giggles, until somebody sits and giggles. All right. There's a lot of shadows and stuff, folds and things in here in this cape. There's like 3 main ones, but I'm going to put them in like that, just scribble them in. So I'm kind of making more of a sketch than actual, I'm just sketching it. And it's a good study. It's a good study where you're not really worrying. Don't worry about what you're drawing. You just kind of get the feel of it. Just get the feel of it. Don't even worry about accuracy. Worrying about the big shapes and how all the big shapes fit together. Look at this hand, like it's almost like an oval shape up there. This other hand is this other oval shape. I wouldn't worry about the fingers and all that detail. And there is a finger here and stuff, but you don't even have to do them. You can just say, okay, there's some fingers in there. Boom, boom, boom. Don't have to always have a finished drawing. You don't study. Sometimes you're just studying the shapes and seeing, oh, the hair, the flow of the hair. Your focus, where your focus is, that's what you're focusing on. You're just trying to focus on different things. And sometimes you want to focus on accuracy and completion. And sometimes you just want to focus on flow, focus on proportions, focus whatever your focus is, it'll throw other stuff out of focus. Like right now, I'm focused on talking, so it makes the drawing a little harder, but it's all good. It's all good. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't be afraid. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't, the thing is, when you show your work and other people say stuff. I was talking to my son about that today. I was showing him in my animation. I go, I like showing my work to you because I know you're honest. He's brutally honest. I'll tell me, I'm like, okay, cool. I understand that. And that's fine. It's fine to be. I mean, not everybody can handle that. But I'm like, okay. But he doesn't realize like what I showed him is just a draft. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's just a draft. I know, and I know I was going to change that, and I know. And he goes, yeah, that's. But so I had to explain to him certain things on how it works because he didn't know. But yeah, those are things I would change. Having continuity, having things, but it was just a quick down and dirty, just get it out kind of thing. Sometimes you just got to do that, just get it out and then fix it up. It's not ready, set, fire. It's fire and then get ready and set or aim. It's fire and then you aim, because then you have something you fired at. You can look at that and say, oh, okay, a little more this way, a little more that way. Yeah, there's a whole mindset of that. Here I'm not explaining. I'm just shading. Yeah, there's a whole mindset on like for sharpshooters, they fire and then they aim because they can see the second shot is the one that'll be more accurate. The first shot, you just shoot, get it out there, and then you can see, oh, okay, it needs to be more this way, more that way. You can make adjustments. Like here, I'm already, just because I'm talking, I know this is probably going to have to go up a little higher. There we go. Bring it up. And then and around. There we go. I'm just going to, it's all right. Scribbling it in. Ooh, make sure it's in my drawing. Ultra advanced. Yeah. Yeah, it is ultra advanced. It is ultra advanced. And I'm messing it up right here. But give it a go. Give it a go. That's the whole thing, Everybody wants to have success all the time. And it is. The hardest part is trying to, okay, when you're banging your head against the wall, banging it, and then you get it. It's like, oh, yes, I struggled, but I didn't give up. I did something that was beyond me. It stretches you. It really stretches you. So when you do easy stuff, I'm like, oh, this is easy. You know what hard is. This is hard. But you gave it a go. You gave it a go. You're giving it a go. Yeah, ultra hard, like somebody said in the chat. Who's the damn it. Yeah, it's ultra hard. Yeah, this is not easy. There's a lot going on here. See this torso bends in onto the pelvis. Bring that pelvis down. Bam. Look at that. Yeah, it is ultra advanced. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like when people say that, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It is hard. There's a breast. There's another one. I get them in there. She's got this funky ring in here in 80s. She's in style. Storm is styling. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna design these for young boys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have to watch her. I don't know. Well, she's fashionable. Get that pelvis in there. Thigh going around. Try to get that shape. All right, that's good. All right. That's good. Yeah, there's dark here, light, and then dark, and then light, and a little bit of shading. All right. I'm not getting all the detail. I'm just doing it really quick because it gets darker in the middle. There's some hatching in here. There's cross hatching. hatching in here. That's it. I like that. That looks pretty good. She does pull a little bit to the side, her torso. A little bit of an angle to it. Then the arm, the elbow. All this hairlines. Not too shabby. Not great, but good. It's just a sketch. It's just a sketch. And that's a good thing to say. Hey, it's just a sketch. Some people do. All right, well, you don't know what it goes into drawing. This is just a sketch. Don't worry about it. But let me see. Where's your sketchbook? I don't know. And just trying to yeah, there's a saying, opinion is like this body part. Everybody has one, and it stinks. But, yeah. No, they don't always stink. And some opinions are valid, but so the problem is people don't know how to. Okay, well, how do you fix it? If you don't like it, what's wrong with it? Oh, okay, it's the ratios, it's the angles, it's the proportions. It's, if you can. And then you can say, oh, okay, good. I'll work on my ratios. All right. Oh, good. I'll work on my proportions. I'll work on my angles. My angles. These angles going that way, curves. But here's this point. Here's this point. There's that angle. Right. But it's a curve from one point to another point. That's at an angle. Right. So, I mean, it's stuff you can work on and improve. Then you do it without thinking. It becomes automatic. You just do it. That's like, wow, you just do it without thinking. He's like, wow, I did that. Wow, I didn't. It looks and feels effortlessly because you're just doing it without thinking. It just becomes part of your practice, especially if you're not worried. So here's thigh-high boots up there, and you got this whole knee going on in here. And all the parts in there, I'm not even gonna worry about. I'm just gonna there's the foot. While she wears heels, this heel part right in here. Yeah, definitely ultra hard because you gotta get this stuff happening here with this foot, which I'm not gonna describe. It's getting late. All right, here we go. Oh, let's at least show it. Here, there's one. And here's this, it comes down. The knee actually is right up in here, right in there. There's that knee, which I'm not gonna, there's a lot of detail and shadow stuff in here, but let's get that calf. Let's try to get that calf right. That calf, these big calves that taper down. Like Superman calves. I've seen these calves on Superman. Look at this one goes down. This one's up a little bit higher. Notice the center this way, the center on this side. The center of this curve is like right there. The center of this curve is up here, right? This is what Borenstein would call California cool, because there's like a C and a C. They don't go across from each other. They're off. So notice that. Notice that as you do that calf. I mean, how the curves are here. And then it curves in there. See? So it gives you kind of like a tapered tail almost. Ankle. And the foot, I'm actually feel like it has to go down lower. This foot, I don't know. I feel it has to go lower. I think maybe I did it too low. I don't know. It's getting late. Playing the blame game. It's all right. Whatever it is, it's off. I'll take ownership. I know it's because I know the foot needs to come up here. I'm just going with the flow with it. It's just practice. It's all good. It's just a sketch. No need to. Hey. I know, because I can be hard too. I'm like looking at somebody and I'm like, they're teaching and I'm looking at their videos and like, wait a minute, their drawing's off. But what they're saying is fine. I mean, it's good. And the thing is, don't just follow one person. You gotta listen to other people. Don't just listen to me. Don't take my word for it. Read the book, try it, and find other things. All right, here we go. I think that's it. That's good. Oh, man, I think the next one I can draw faster. I think is it the Hulk? We'll do the Hulk, or who is it? I can't remember. It's getting late. 9:16. All right, one really quick one. Let's see who's here. Okay, we got 8 of you. All right, 8 hardcore heroes. All right, this will be really quick. I'll do this really quick. This will be really super ultra quick, ultra fast. If it's the yeah, and do the best you can. Do the best you can until you know better, and then you'll do better. But if you don't, ooh, the Panther and that Hulk. So the last 2, I think I can really quickly just do them. I'm gonna really quickly just do them. I'm not gonna. We're just gonna do it. Just do it. Just do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'll do one after the other. Bam. And just do it really quick. Do it the best you can. And I'll just do it really quick. And I know these are harder. Maybe I can break these down, but it will probably take longer. But I'll do these really quick. It's a good practice. All right, where's that? Here we go. Yeah, we lost somebody else. That's all good. Capture. Yeah, I'll do it really quick. Bam. All right, so here's quick sketches. Ow! Here, let's do this. You're gonna see how quick this is. It's gonna be like so quick. I don't know. I'm not gonna break it down. There, and here we go. Let's do this. All right, this is gonna be like super ultra quick. Let's do it in color. No, this is a Black Panther. Let's do it with a black colored pencil. Gotta sharpen it a little bit. All right, so on your marks. It's yeah, just look at the picture. You don't have to draw it like I do it. Actually, if you just want to draw it, just look at it. I see the head, I see the body compared to that head, right? See, then I can see see here's the torso. Here's one leg, and there's a slight angle to it. There's one paw, there's this other paw. All right, and we lost some people, but look at it. You might be able to kind of do this on your own too. Here's this other back down there, this other, and here's this other paw, and there's the tail. Bam. Yeah, don't get discouraged. I know actually we draw for a long time. And there we go. There it is. Done. See how fast it was. All right. They break that into fourths. One eye up here. They're pretty far apart. Well, they're right about, I would probably say right about there. They're a little further apart than I can see that. Oh, maybe yeah, let's get it a little bit closer. Now my center is over there. See the eyes right in there. I think that's good. They're really round, and then there's a black dot right in the center. Try to get my face right. If my face is right, then everything else just doesn't matter. And it's already kind of blocked in. I want to try to get my face right. I got my eyes about as big as I'd like, about spaced about right. Let's zoom in so you can see what I'm doing, the face. Just going to focus on this face. See, I got my 2 circles, noticing the distance. There's almost like parentheses around these eyes. There's the nose that kind of comes down the middle. There's a triangle at the bottom right there. It's like a triangle shape. One nostril, another nostril at the bottom of the triangles. Right in there. And then you've got the cheeks, or the, I don't know, I'm sure they have names. This thing looks like a cat. It looks like he's smiling. And the chin. And then it goes up like that. There we go. What really is going to sell is the shading, because all this is dark right in here. All that is dark right in there. See, I'm just shading it in. And it comes down this way, comes down this way. Goes around. Well, yeah, please stand up. All Slim Shady. A little Slim Shady going on here. Noses. Let's see this around this way. All right. Let's do this. That. All right, here we go. Here's one ear. And out the other. All right, there we go. That's all right. Some people, oh, what is that? A tiger? A lion? It's a sketch. That's what it is. It's a sketch of some kind of feline. Doesn't have to. It's just a study, right? You're just studying the shapes and the relationships. And it might be off. It's okay. It's just a study. And so you just maybe bring this up, bring that out. Oops. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, see, it's coming along. And looking at the lights and the darks, you're just observing. Sketching it in real quick. All this. He looks scared. Let's put a little bit of eyebrows on him. Or darker on the top, slightly. You see, that's stuff I'm just doing on my own. I'm looking back and forth at my drawing and the picture. You can see it's this arm, the way it curves and attached, and whole paw. All right, good night, Ken. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's zoom out. Oh, okay, we'll just do it from there. Yeah, I'm going pretty fast. Yeah, losing all the step-by-steps. It's well, I have the steps, you know, I kind of blocked it in first, and then now I'm just kind of getting it, just putting it in. Looking at the lights in the dark, see there's the way the light's hitting it, really nice. Dark areas where it's dark, light, like right in here, this back leg, it gets dark, and then the light's hitting it up here. I mean, this is good, just value study, just seeing the values, the lights in the dark. See, squint your eyes if you're having troubles, kind of squint your eyes, see where the darks are. All this is area is here dark. And then it goes dark and then it goes light. See the patterns of dark and light. Bones sticking out right in there. Coming around. Bam, bam. Light up on top. Dark. Light, dark. Oh. Let's put it all in dark. Get that tail. Probably open up a little bit more. Oops, not that much. Bring it up and over. Losing it, losing it. Yeah, something like that. That's good. Yeah, I changed it. I blocked it in, but then I said, hey, wait a minute, it should be a little more like this. And oh, you see that back there doesn't matter. Could be a shadow, could be who knows what. Only there it is. Not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty quick. All right, the next one, really quick again, just really fast. See how I do it. There's a lot going on. Little Hulk, baby Hulk. Here we go. All right, so here's his head. Circle head, and look at here's the bottom of his face, right in there. Bam! I'm going fast. His ear is going to be right about there. Hair, all that up there. All this stuff, all this anger. His little nose right about in there. See, I'm kind of blocking it in. That. Ooh, the torso, pretty wild. It's funny. Well, I guess they're all cutting edge right now. Everybody's an artist. Just type it in. Look at the fingers are off. There's a hand right there. Oops, let's zoom out. Hand. Torso. All these muscles. Biceps. Deltoids, actually. The hand, see the hand, just that space holder right in there. Shorts. He's got the baby shorts too, like he's wearing diapers. And his leg out to here, this there. Not too shabby. See, I'm just blocking it in really quick. This guy we can just stop the drawing right here. And it doesn't have to be finished. Okay, go on to the next one. All right, practice this. This is it. You can just practice this. All right, just block everything in. Just practice that. Right. All right. Thank you for putting a little when somebody says, "Oh, good night." I like that everybody yeah, you guys communicate. Like interdependent, codependent, interdependent. Build the community. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I blocked it all in. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on the face for a bit. Eyes are in there. I can see the eyebrows, and all this is I can easily don't even have to worry about the detail. I can put all that in shade because it's in there. See all that? I know it's in there. I know the anatomy, but I can just easily shade it, not get all the detail. The nose, the shape of the nose, the bottom part right in there. And then here we go. It's got something like that, something like that. Yeah, I don't know, do the best you can. There's a lot going on as far as lights and darks. This is really complex. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna be taking a week off, and yeah, always do your best. See, always do your best to know better. Watching your spacing. I'm watching all this stuff at the same time. And the eye in there, just going darker. See, I just started with a shade, and now I can go darker if I want to, like, get detail a little. Drawing into the shade. There's a shade in the cheek, And doing it just all really quick, just filling it all in, this whole face part. And he's angry. Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Bill Bixby is the Incredible Hulk. Got all this hair up here. All this, see all that spacing. All this is just hair up in here. Oh, this is up hair up in there. Scribbling it in, getting the feel of it. Back up in here. Get that ear. Ear looks pretty good for AI. Yeah, they did have trouble with ears. They had trouble with hands and fingers. See how complex that is. Even computers, artificial intelligence had trouble with hands. So practice those hands. Practice observing hands, drawing hands. It takes quite a bit. There it is. There's an ear. I want to bring that down and bring the shoulder down too. And there's all the shade too. I'm gonna put some more shade. The front of the face. Our last drawing of the night. We made it. We're making it. Hopefully this helps. If you know, yeah, I think it does. It does. Sometimes, you know, the years will show what the days will never know. You know, the days you just do it, and then over the years you'll see it. Right? The years will show what the days will never know. And you just practice. Sometimes it feels like you're going in circles, but if you go through the course and you know what you're focusing on, you know what you're shooting for. Mean baby, yeah. A mean baby. That's a mean baby. Yeah, the pecs. There's a pec that comes out. See, I had it here, but I'm bringing it out. Now that I have the face up here, I can see this pec kind of comes out more. Pectoralis. All that stuff. Mean baby. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too shabby. It's coming along. We're done with the head. Moving down. Moving on down. This side of the pec, it's smaller. This one's bigger. Right in there. Pectoralis. A little bit of a. Then we got the abs right in here. An X. He's an X man. Or plus. He's a plus man. There's another wrinkle up there. And then all this down here is in shadow. I remember drawing actually like that. I used to put that kind of shape on my muscle man. But that is what's kind of happening. But it's the softness, and then yeah, the different handling of it. It's interesting. I remember early drawings. All right, one of them was Popeye. I remember Popeye. Well, I did a whole. Actually, it was one of my first animations. I did a Popeye animation. Flip book. Actually, it was a flip book. It was a flip book. Wherever that flip book is. All right, so here we go. We're down below. We're just gonna go get this done. Have fun. I don't know. That's just a sketch. The AI doesn't even have it right. That's all scribbles. Look at that. I'm just gonna scribble it in. Nobody will know. See, it's got the shape. See, it's nothing else. It's just your brain kind of fills everything else in. Really, it does. Sometimes you can just fake stuff. You can just like, okay, this hand, okay, hand. If you scribble it right, nobody's gonna know. It's just okay, it goes into the shade. There's okay, the dark part right there, this dark part, and all this is gonna be all just shaded flat, maybe with a little bit of on top. All this will be shaded flat. I've got the shape already in there. I got this whole shape in there. I got the shape. That's what matters. And then, maybe we can put some of the detail over it. Now that it's just shaded. And that's it. Boom. See, that was quick. That was faster than our stick drawing. This is faster than our stick drawing. Yeah. All right. All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. How many hardcore heroes do we have? We have 6 of you. Who are they? Let's see. Jay, Lewis, Demi, Alan, Siraj, Mia. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you.
Claudio.
All right, you're welcome. I'm going to stop recording, and if you want to ask questions, or if you want to see the video,